All right, we live. You guys let me know exactly how this thing sounds. Let me jump over here to Facebook real quick because I'm gonna make sure it's public on Facebook. Let me go here. See, it's always locked. Every time I do it, it's locked. I don't know why it locks automatically on Facebook whenever I start one. So now it's unlocked. So everybody can Facebook. Close that down. Bam. All right, now we back. So let's let this thing stop glitching real quick. Because whenever I change out of Microsoft Edge and I'm on Google Chrome works perfectly. It's something with that Microsoft Edge is kind of glitching and hanging up a little bit. But I wanted to get on a live stream today to get started. What's up, Bubba Sue? What's good? What's good? Jamil, my brother, what's up? What's up? Man, we got a good little live stream today. This is gonna be good. Because like I said, I've had a couple of days to think about it, and I've been kind of cruising, getting all my stuff done here at the house. We know it's the holiday season is coming up. What up, Slide Too Wrong? What up, Marlon? And so finally, I get some downtime. So I'm like, okay, let's jump on a live stream today. But if anybody looked at the professor's latest video, the latest video he just put out, it was about a rider who reported a driver, and the rider got deactivated. Now, y'all know how I feel. I think the story's bullshit. That's just me. I think it's bullshit. And I'm going to tell you why. They got Waymo jumping out everywhere. The stocks are not doing too good for Uber and Lyft. Everybody wants to use driverless. I think this is a story, just like with the cash ride stories, that they're throwing out into the media, making riders think, hey, if you get a Waymo, you won't get deactivated. But if you do a regular ride with a driver, it's a chance that you can even be activated with a bad driver. So you get a bad driver, you report the bad driver, and you get deactivated. But if you use Waymo, it won't happen like that. See that? I'm telling you, you got to understand how chess works. Chess is a mind game. And a lot of what the media does, we've seen in the past few years, the media likes to play a mind game and it's gaslighting. That's all it is. It gaslights people. It uses little bitty nits and picks of shit to try to gaslight you to control your behavior. It's persuasion and propaganda. And everybody heard me talk about Edward Bernays, Bernays. Edward Bernays is the godfather of propaganda. So when you read Edward Bernays, you read how he talks about how media is used to persuade the general public, how government uses media, how the media uses government. It's like they're hand in hand trying to persuade people's brains. So whenever you read a story in media, whenever you read it, think about persuasion, propaganda, and chess. Think about those three things. And you'll be like I said, I'm one of the most cynical YouTubers out there. And I've said that before. I'm very cynical. I don't trust media for a reason. I've never trusted media. The government, hard to trust. They'll tell you something safe and effective, and you take that shit and they'll gaslight you to make you think you already had a problem before it even started. Like, wait a minute, I never had this problem. No, you probably had it. You just didn't know. Gaslighting the shit out of people. So you got to understand when you're playing chess and you see all these stories like what the professor put out this morning, talking about this rider getting deactivated. Why? Think about why would a media story grab just this instant, just like with the cash ride stories? Why would they grab that and say, hey, you could be a rider reporting a driver who harasses you, and all of a sudden you're deactivated? You should be using Waymo. It's like, see, you got to look at the end game. What's good? What's good? My girl Dams, what's up? There were 6 Waymo parked in Terminal 3 and 4. Guess what? They're all getting people in, yet other parts of the airport were empty. Oh, yeah, exactly. Because they know that their stock is tanking right now. There's a reason why their stock was tanking at the end of the year. They're losing 1/5 of their company's value. Both companies, like I tell you, Uber and Lyft are the same company because it's odd that one is down, the other one's down. When one's up, the other one's up. They go hand in hand. They're part of the rideshare industry, but they are a singular part that pretends that they're double parts. They're the singular part of the rideshare industry because there's other apps out there that could probably be like doing a little bit better than Uber and Lyft, but you're not going to hear about that. Uh-oh, you got it. Mike says, hey, I got the notification. You was podcasting. There we go. I appreciate you, YouTube. Thank you for putting the word out, YouTube. You dusty motherfucker. YouTube don't like me. What up, Eric? What up? Yeah, YouTube don't like me, but I just found out Google, who YouTube, they're donating like $1 million to the Trump inauguration campaign. They don't even like Trump. It's like y'all was banning and flagging everything on Trump. Now y'all want to be on his good side and give him $1 million towards his inauguration campaign. To his inauguration fund. I'm like, y'all don't like Trump. Don't play, because y'all was shadow banning me, not giving people notifications every time I bring up this dude's name. Don't pretend you like him now. Look at all the tech companies that just gave $1 million to Trump's inauguration fund. All of them. And none of them like Trump. It's like, yeah, y'all trying to get on his good side. Y'all trying to get on his good side. Man, Google did it. Facebook did it. All of it, man, it's so many people doing it right now, giving Trump $1 million. Hey, we like you. Here's $1 million for your inauguration campaign. Yeah, whatever. You motherfuckers, y'all, was that all the pigeons are here waiting at the airport, every single one of them. And that's Waymo's parked out here at the airport. If you want to ride, go on the street. Oh, yeah. Because there ain't no way I'll be at the airport. And y'all know I had to wear my 2024 Buzzard Beaters Championship, because we kicked the hell out of these buzzards that's buzzing around my channel. They looking for a dead body. They all floating, and they still on the channel. A few of them actually, they got mad at the fact that I wasn't deactivated. This is how you can tell how big of a hater they hate so much. I told you, I make motherfuckers puke on their phone. They so mad that I did not get deactivated, they unsubbed my channel. They was only here to watch me fall. In the moment I failed, they was happy as hell. Hell yeah, got him finally. I told y'all. After that, what did they do? They all unsubbed my channel, because they was like, oh man, he's still active. Man, I'm unsubbing this shit, because they know they can't fuck with me. They know they can't fuck with me. I play chess on their ass. Now they all mad. We the buzzard beaters around here. We got the Buzzard Beaters Championship. 2024, we got them all. Exactly. And they knew I was going to troll their ass. They knew I was going to troll them and make a shirt. This is the 2024 Buzzard Beaters Championship. Got them. They all floating around the channel, mad as hell, waiting to see bad shit happen, talking shit about me on all these channels. Then they like, yeah. And I'm like, yeah, y'all good. Y'all got me. Y'all got me. Psych. But that, like I said, a hater set the haters up. That's funny shit. A hater set the haters up. He got me deactivated, and all the haters loved it. They was like, it was a writer. Nah, no, it wasn't. Y'all don't know how my account works. Y'all have no idea. But yeah, but hold on. I'm gonna go in here real quick. Let's look at some Uber stuff real quick. See how Uber's doing today. Let me go in here. Let me open this up some. All right. Cool. Yeah, I'm gonna share this screen right here. What up, Steve? What's up, my brother? Abby said, that shirt. Exactly. This is the 2024 Buzzard Beaters Championship. And wait till you see the back of it. This is the back. Look at this. Hell yeah. The Buzzard Beaters Championship. We the 300, baby. Shit. Try us again. Try me again. You get another shot next year. 2025, come on back. Get back on the channel, you fucking buzzards, and see if you can get me next year. This year you didn't get me. Get me next year. Exactly. These fucking buzzards all over my channel. Like, come back in 2025. You probably get me next year. Try me again next year. This year didn't work out in your favor. Hold up for a second. Like, man, let's say, okay, let's share this one. There we go. All right. So this is the Uber stock price. I know it. Young boys for the win. Love the shirt. Oh yeah, man. This shirt, when I heard that Buzzard Beaters, I fell out laughing, man. I fell out. Buzzard Beaters. So yeah, so here's Uber stock today. They started out, they opened at $6.31. And they're only at $6.26. So the high today was $61.30. They're sitting at $60.26. So actually they're down, because they're saying they're up at $60.24, but they opened at $60.31. So how could you open at $60.31, be down 6 cents, but claim you're up? That don't make sense to me. Because right here it says at 9:30 they were at 66.14. I don't know. This whole stock chart is all fucked up. So I'm like, there's no way. Uh-oh. It says Uber right here, down 27%. Is Uber an incredible buy opportunity before the end of the year? They're down 27%. That's almost a third. That's almost 30%. 30% of their value is gone. They're down 30%. And they're saying, oh, yeah, we're going to make a comeback. Buy us right now. They're going to tank. I think, like I said, it's only a matter of time before people realize that it's a pyramid scheme, that the money that there is bad money trying to pay off old people that they owe. And then the new people are going to buy in at so high, they're never going to get that money back because the value of these companies is way too low, especially with private drivers waking up. So it's like, man, this miss you at the airport this morning. Oh, man, you know me. I get up. I don't even hit the airport. If I don't have a private ride in the morning, I'm not going. What up, Mike? All right, brother. Go on and get that money, man. Get that lettuce. Oh yeah, man. We're gonna have to do these shirts. These shirts is hilarious. I love them. That's it, man. I made the design. When I was thinking of it, I was laughing the whole time. The 2024 Buzzer Beaters Championship. And I'm gonna wear it. And I gotta somehow, because like I said, it just looks like this for now. So it's got this on the front, the Buzzer Beaters Championship. Then on the back, it's got the We the 300 stuff. But I got to put YouTube on here somehow so people know what it's about, because I don't have YouTube on here. So I'm going to probably figure out, maybe I'll put YouTube on the sleeve or something like that. I'm still getting it together. I'm getting it together. But yeah. So when we wearing it out in public, when we wearing these shirts out in public, all these buzzers and all these haters hating on private rides, hating on how we making money, I want all they ass to be like, yeah, I hate that person. I'm a buzzard and they beating us right now. They beating the buzzards right now. All these haters floating around our YouTube channels trying to see which one of us fails. Like, yeah, it ain't happening. It ain't happening. Oh yeah, I'm probably gonna get these. I'm gonna probably put these on a website so people can buy them. But this is the thing. I had to order some more supplies for it because I ran out of red. Because I was like, oh man, I let my supplies get down low because I've been working on cars the whole time. I haven't really been in the studio here. So I've been out there working and I'm like, man, finally got enough supply. So I ordered some supplies or whatever. When it comes in, I'll be making some buzzer beater shirts. Because I'm like, man, so you got to be 2025 on it. 2024 is over. Well, 2020, I might get beaten 2025. 2025 is the future. It ain't happened yet. The 2024 championship is over. I won 2024. They tried to fucking get me this year. They tried. They said, oh, I'm going to get you deactivated. I'm like, go for it. Knock yourself out. Go for it. They tried that in 2024. 2025, still yet to be played. That's in the future right there. This is my trophy for 2024, showing I won. Buzzards got beat. 2025, they might beat me. Let's see what these haters gonna do. Let's see what they gonna do. What up, Big Kev? What's good? Thinking sure this is we're not Johnny 5, but we're alive. Exactly. Man, I'm telling you, they tried us. That's cool. But next year, 2025 might be. I might have a 2025 Buzzer Beaters Championship shirt. I might not, depending on how they get my ass. But I doubt they get me. Y'all know how I operate. The way that I operate. Y'all know me. But I hope you guys are out there driving for the year end right now. What's up, Elliot? So I hope you guys are out there rolling for year end right now, because hey, it's a lot of money to be made. I had the app on the other day, just looking at a few rides. I did one black SUV. It was cool. I think they paid me I don't know what they paid me on that ride, but they charged the people. Let me see what they paid. Let me open this damn thing up and see. Because I did a black SUV just to see what would happen. Let me go in here. Come on, thing. Here we go. It's spinning. Lyft must be jammed up right now, because it don't never spin like that. It was just spinning like crazy. You know what? Let me go on the house Wi-Fi, see what happens. Let's see. Here we go. All right. Now, let me go on activity. Last week, I made $57 last week. Yeah. So they gave me a black SUV. It was about 13 miles and they paid me $39.95. So $39.95 to go 13 miles in a black SUV. Now, Eric, he got $50 to go the same distance. I got $39.95 in a black SUV. Eric got $50. That shows you don't need a black SUV to do it. If you think black SUV on the apps pay you a lot, Eric and then Altima made $50 the other night, going the exact same distance. He went 12 miles for $50. I made $39.95 for 13 miles. So that shows you don't need a black SUV to make it. You just need to know how to price your shit. Need to have better clients. Because him and an Altima made what? $10 more than me. $10 more than me. And he went 1 mile less than I went. So don't think, oh, I need a black SUV to make money. No, you don't. We just proved it. Lyft paid me $39.95. Now they charged the customer $65. They charged the customer $65 and I got $40. They took out $587 for insurance and the Lyft fee, $19.57 they made. They made $19.57 on me. This is how the apps are. Now, what I could have did is when the person was coming up, I could have told them, hey, I don't know how much you guys paid, but I'll do it for like $50. I could have said that and they would have saved $15 right on the spot and I would have made $10 more. But I was like, you know what? It's almost $3 a mile. Let me do the ride because I hadn't been driving Lyft for a while. And y'all know how I am. I'm going to say, I want to drive and see exactly what each app, what these tiers are paying because I don't know what the tiers are paying. So let me drive, see what these tiers are paying. So $65 to go 13 miles. That's what they were charging. And they gave me $40 out of it, $39.95. So that was on a black SUV tier. So they was gouging. Now, before that, I did a regular Lyft ride, just a basic Lyft. It was 6 miles. So 6 miles, they offered me $13, like almost $2 a mile. I ended up getting $17.33, almost $3 a mile because the girl tipped me at the end. But it was, they paid $17.99. So she paid $17.99 and I got $17.33. But that's, of course, with the 360 tip. So she really paid about $21. So out of $21, I got $17.33. Now, let me tell you exactly what these apps are doing. What up, AP? Let me tell you exactly what these apps are doing. You know how they say percentages, right? You get paid based on a percentage. So if they say, Jeff, we're going to give you, of the shitty ride, we're going to give you 90% of the shitty ride. Because this was $17.99 they paid, $17.99. And then I got $17.33. So we're going to give you 90% of the shitty ride. So that means the black SUV that was right after that, they could gouge me on it because they're basing it on a percentage. So they gave me almost 90% of that ride. They took about 50% of this ride. So that's 140%. You divide 140% by 2, and what do you get? 70%. Guess how much Lyft made out of those 2 rides? Guess what their percentage was out of those 2 rides? Whoops, let me go backwards one. Backwards. 72%. That's what they're doing. So they're going to give you 90% of a shitty ride, 50% of a banging ride, and then they're going to turn around and say, oh, yeah, well, you got 70%. Give me 90% of the banging ride and 50% of the shitty ride, and we'll call it good. Thank you, Time to Wake Up. I appreciate you, bro. Let me look where I got my phone in here because I actually have my phone in here charging up today. Hell yeah. Thank you, my brother. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Wait a minute. Burp, burp. There, I just sent you a heart, brother. There you go. Thank you so much for supporting me, my man. Like I said, I get up in the morning, I make breakfast. I try to get everybody inspired, motivated to rock and roll. I know I'm not making money right now, so I appreciate you hooking me up while you guys are out working, making money. Hopefully today I'll be able to get out and drive with y'all. But man, this is what I do. Say convert in 100% of my fare. So I appreciate you. Time to Wake Up, man. And how's Colorado doing? Is it cold out there or what? Is it freezing? Because out here it's nice in the daytime and it's like 40 at night. But man, thank you, Bird's Kitchen. I appreciate it. Yeah, going to war with Lyft while making breakfast. Exactly. That's what I be doing. That's what I be doing, man. I'm going to war with their ass while I'm out making breakfast. There you go. There you go. The year of the private rides, 2024. That's what we do, brother. That's what we do. Thank you, Bighorn Kev, my brother. Yeah, man. But for real, when you start looking at the percentages that they're taking, this is how they're playing us. Because they're saying, we're going to give you, 90% of this horrible $17 ride. We're going to give you 90% of that. So the very next ride you get, we're going to take 50% of that. And they're going to usually give you a banger ride. Look at the rides you're getting. Look at the crappy one, crappy one, crappy one. Then when the banger one comes through, look at how much the person paid for it. You're going to be like, Why didn't they give me 90% of that? Because 90% of that would have knocked out like 3 of these other crappy rides real quick. He said 40. Is that's warm to me. Exactly. 42 degrees, man. At least it ain't freezing. It ain't freezing, man. I swear, because it's like out here, I think we were what? Right now, it's 56 degrees right now, which is decent. 56 is decent. I think it was up in the 60s yesterday because it was hot. Now, I got to rip and run. I got to go down and get a title for this car and everything, get this title moved over. But yeah, it's been nuts out. The weather is like unbelievably warm for wintertime. Crazy. But man, I'm glad you guys are out here trying to end this year with a bang, because we got to. We told y'all that 2024, just like Big Horn Kev said, 2024 was a year to private ride, man. If you guys are not out here getting your clients together, I'm telling you for real, if you're not out here getting your clients together, you're going to get stuck in 2025. Now, we got a couple of apps out here in Phoenix. Like I said, with packs coming out, they're only taking the first 100 drivers that come in, because we don't want to oversaturate that app, because we know what happens when you have a new app and you got a lot of people on it, but you don't have a lot of riders yet. It turns people off. Nobody wants to be on it. It turns into a trash app. Oh, man, ain't nothing even coming through on this damn app. What the hell am I doing? So they're slowly rolling it out. Do not think, oh, well, I ain't got to worry about that app. I'll just get on it next year. And you mess around and wake up like I woke up, deactivated. You wake up deactivated, and you're like, well, shit, let me just go get on packs then. And you find out they already got 100 drivers on it. And now that door is closed. Play chess. Play chess. Always be two steps ahead of the game. If you know you got to get on the app, get on the app already. Already have that play. Why do you think I don't care if I'm deactivated or not? I laugh at deactivations. When I got deactivated, I was like, for what? Speeding? That's the first thing I thought. Speed? I got deactivated for speeding? I'm like, as last I remember is that every time I come to a stop, and I'll tell you something about that. So every time I come to a stop, the app is still going. It's saying I'm going like 80 miles an hour, but I'm sitting in front of somebody's house. So I'm thinking they deactivated me for speeding, but something's wrong with the app. It ain't me. There's something wrong with y'all app. So I didn't even think nothing of it. I was like, I ain't worried about that shit. I said, let me give him a call. So I gave him a call. Within a few minutes, they was like, sorry about that. Sorry for the inconvenience. No problem. Shit, it happens. It happens. I was cooking breakfast, didn't even know I was active again. It happens. But this is what happens. When I was out doing this black SUV ride, I noticed something. I noticed what Lyft is doing. So what they do is when you get to your spot and you hit arrive on Lyft, this is only on Lyft. I don't know about Uber because I don't drive Uber. And you hit arrive and you try to go message the person, and you try to hit the little plus, the plus is grayed out, because if the plus is white, it means your car's not moving no more. So the plus is grayed out, so you can't text them to tell them anything. You have to call them. So I called the lady, went straight to voicemail. Lyft system went straight to voicemail, didn't even ring the lady's phone. So I was like, whatever. I said, I'll just sit and wait. So I'm sitting there waiting. So I just hit, I'm your driver, Jeff. It was an auto thing. I'm your driver, Jeff. I sat there. I hit, I'm in a black Expedition. But the plus sign never went white, so I could text her. So what these apps are doing, and Eric, you know about this because I told you last night. I totally forgot, because Lyft don't send me no rides. I totally forgot that my app was even turned on. I was only online for about an hour. It says 42 minutes was my book time. Only did 2 rides. It says 42 minutes was book time. 42 minutes. Cool. $57. Cool. It says I was online for 12 hours and 39 minutes. I was only online for 42 minutes. It said I was online for 12 hours and 39 minutes in one night, because I only turned my phone on one day. I forgot it was on. On Uber, it stops moving your phone and it doesn't log time for you. If your car is not moving in Uber, you don't have any time logged. It doesn't go against your online time. On Lyft, they keep your phone moving in the background. So my phone is moving in the background. I can't text no rider to tell them nothing. The plus sign is grayed out. My phone's moving. It's timing me out. So it's automatically timing me out without me. And my phone, I was at home. So I'm at home sleep. They never sent me a ride, because if you send me a ride and I don't accept it, it kicks you out of the app. So for over 12 hours, I was asleep the whole time. This app never sent me a ride. I woke up and it says view issues. I said, again, what issues? It says, you've been driving past the exceeded time. I'm like, I've been asleep. What do you mean? It's like, oh man, I must have left the phone on. But even if you leave the phone on, it shouldn't log your time because you're not moving. The phone stays moving in the background. So Lyft is up to something. I don't know what they're up to, but they're up to some shit. And so I'm sitting there seeing exactly how these apps are going. And they're setting it up to where they won't end up like New York, having to pay drivers for the actual drive time or time that we're online waiting for rides. They're trying to do that because clearly it shows I was online for 12 hours and 39 minutes or something like that, but I was only driving for 42 minutes. And the phone should have never moved. It was sitting on my nightstand for over 12 hours, sitting on my nightstand. Therefore, I'm like, they're up to something, man. They're up to something. And I noticed that every time I try to type a rider to let them know something, I can't type them. It says, typing disabled while cars moving. I'm like, I'm not moving. Buying the buzzard bait. What up, Triple E, my man Eric? Thank you, brother. I appreciate that super chat. This is buying the buzzard bait. That's what we got, man. Your 2024 Buzzer Beaters Championship. And these buzzers, they know it. Whenever they see any one of us make a video. Now, Eric, Triple EAZ, he's got a channel too. So on his channel, I want to see you wear this shirt on your channel. Thank you. Time to wake up, brother. What, took a Lyft ride on Thursday, suspended for 1 month. Well, you took one ride on Thursday and you suspended. Oh, man. Yeah, Greg says they were also telling me I was speeding over 30 on the freeway. I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, exactly. Oh, yeah, it's crazy. Hey, Bighorn Kev, man, hopefully your dad's doing okay. Bighorn Kev just read a comment about your dad. Blessed for you being such a wonderful son. Hope things improve. Yeah, man, hope your dad starts doing okay, Bighorn Kev, man. I must have missed that comment. Yeah, hope he's doing okay, brother. Hope your dad's doing okay. Oh, yeah, I've seen it happen on Lyft. They prevent you from communicating with the passenger till you have your phone settings set up for Lyft to hear your conversation. Oh, that's what that is. I was wondering why I can't communicate with the rider. They won't let me talk to the rider because I have all that shit turned off on my phone. All I can do is hit the auto type stuff. I'm your driver, Jeff. I'm in a black exposition. I'm on my way. I can only type. I can't type to them, though. That's probably what it is. You probably right. You probably right. Yep. They got me. My brother, Triple E, buying the buzzard bait. Hey, so when you start dropping them videos, man, you get 2024 buzzer beaters. 22, they suspended me for taking a ride. Oh, hell. So you took a ride and then they suspended you. You said, wait a minute, you're a driver? That's funny shit. That's funny shit. Say Lyft and Uber takes tips. How's that legal? Oh, yeah, they steal tips all the time. But they tell you, oh, no, the rider has up to 72 hours to leave you a tip or something weird like that. I don't even know what they say. But they know if you don't ask about it, they won't send it because they know you don't know about it. You have no idea to contact the passenger. You have no way to audit or verify if somebody left you a tip or even how much the tip was. They know that. So they use that information against us. They say, just keep the tip. Now, see, the one guy told me he was tipping me $20 before he even got in the car because he kept asking me, did you get the tip yet? Did you get it? He's already did it before I ended the ride. I was like, no, it ain't came through yet. I said, well, I'm just going to U-turn right here. By the time I finish U-turning and coming back, it should actually be there. U-turn, nothing. Drove down the street, nothing. I had to call Lyft. I said, where's my money at? Dude left a tip and he kept pestering me to make sure I got it before he even got out the car. Oh, no, they didn't leave a tip. They didn't leave a tip. Mysteriously, $20 just popped up out of nowhere. No, he didn't leave a tip, but a $20 tip popped up. I said, yeah, he left a tip. Don't play games. Don't play. So, yeah, you gotta sit up there, man. You got to chase down your money. Stay on top of your money because these apps, they're scrounging at the bottom right now. They're losing money, which is why their stocks are going down. They're not in the profit column how they claim to be in a profit column. The only way they can make profits is through stealing. I'm going to tell you a story one time when I went to court. So I went to court because I was suing, not really suing. I was settling. a dispute with an apartment complex with somebody I used to know, somebody I used to deal with. So I'm helping settle this dispute. So I tell the person this, and y'all know me, I'm a legal guy. So the leasing office, leasing agent, leasing company, all of them are against me. They're against me. And I'm like, y'all motherfuckers don't know me. So I said, let's go to court. So I go to court. Finally, we get a chance to go to court. Leasing company sends this one agent down there. Go down there, tell this guy shut the fuck up and give us the money. I get to court. We're going through all of the records. I mean, I'm an accountant. I'm going number through number through month through month through number, verifying everything, verifying communication, verifying, your payments clear, this and that's good. In court, this company, this leasing agent told the judge exactly what they were doing. They were purposely forcing people to have late fees on their account because that's how they got their bonuses. They got their bonuses from late fees. If you are paying late fees, they get to keep that money. That was for the leasing office people. The money goes to the company. All the late fees, so the judge says, wait a minute. So you're telling me that the way you guys make money and the way you guys get profits and get paid is off of late fees and charging people late? And the lady was like, yeah. She had no idea what she was saying. No idea. And I'm sitting there like, bruh, it's like financial entrapment. You can't watch people legally pay their stuff on time and legally pay the amounts that they're told that they owe. And you guys are withholding information to purposely create a late charge so you can get a bonus out of it. You just sat in court and said that to a judge. Judge dismissed the whole thing. Said, nope, you don't owe another dime. You guys are good. That's it. Said the leasing company, if they saw the leasing company back again with the same charges, they would fine the company. I'm just a regular guy, but I know law. I know finances. So when the leasing agent, they went over, they did all this shit with their attorneys. They did it all with their leasing company. So when they sent everybody to court, with the legal documents and the legal breakdown of what they had to say in court to force all of us to pay what they were telling us to pay. By the time we walked out of court, nobody owed shit because I made that lady say exactly what they were doing. And that lady looked at me like, and even the attorney, it was a white guy attorney, and it was a lady leasing agent. They looked over at me like, who the fuck are you? Everybody got off the hook. Everybody, not just us. Everybody got off the hook. That was like, it was no settlement. It was zero. It was dismissing everybody's shit because of what she said, because what I proved right there. And it was in St. Louis, right in St. Louis. And it was a leasing company that was doing this to they were doing it to everybody. And nobody questioned it. I was the only one to question it. I had just showed up. This was back in 2015 or 16. I don't even fucking know. I'm the only one that questioned it. Nobody else was questioning. People were just paying it. They thought, well, I think I owe it. If they tell me I owe it, I owe it. I said, no, you don't owe shit. I said, there's a game going on. They playing chess with y'all. There's a game going on. Submit this letter, say this, say that, and give them the letter. They was like, nope, we're taking you to court. I said, please do. Because court is good. I love court. Because court is where you have a disagreement. The person that's fucking with you don't want to agree with you. You ain't got to agree with me. Cool. But don't let me get you in court. That's where you're going to lose. I beat the whole damn company. The company is sitting there. Even the attorney looked over at me like, this dude just got all that shit dismissed. Yep. I need to get out of here before my parking meter is up. Fuck with y'all later. It's like, I don't play with y'all ass. I got to get up out of here. They was like, man. And like I said, that's what you got to do sometimes, man. We buzzard beaters. They all circling around us trying to fuck with us. You got to know, law, finances. Just like with these apps. I know exactly what's going on with these apps. And people say, oh, you're going to get deactivated. I got videos on this channel showing exactly that the apps say in their terms of services that drivers are allowed, not that they even give us they don't even give us permission. We have a natural right as independent contractors. So don't think the terms of service gives you shit. They don't give you nothing. You already have that right. When you wake up in the morning, today could be my last day driving Uber or Lyft willfully. I don't have to send a resignation letter. I don't have to quit. I don't got to delete the app. I just don't got to turn it on. I'm an independent contractor. Therefore, you have the express 100% natural right to go get a private client if you feel like it. You're an independent contractor. You use their platform when you feel like it. They can't force you to, just like they can't force you not to. So and a lot of people, they don't get it. They still in that employee mentality. Oh, when you turn on the app, you're an Uber driver. No, because I could turn on the app and the app says, hey, Jeff, go pick up this person for $7. I say, okay, let me go pick up this person for $7. All of a sudden, somebody standing next to my car goes, excuse me, sir, give you $40, man. We just got to get to that hotel. It's like 2 miles, $40. I can't go, oh, well, I just accepted an Uber trip for $7. Let me do this $7 trip first, and I'll come back and get your 40. Why would I take $7 for 7 miles in my car as an independent contractor because I accepted it when somebody right here 3-4 miles, they giving me $40? I'm canceling that damn Uber trip quick as shit, and Uber can't say nothing. I'm an independent contractor. They know if they don't pay me and somebody else is willing to pay me, I have a right, a natural right, 100% natural right to take that money. I don't got to, oh man, well, Uber, I just accepted a ride, 7 miles for $7. Let me do this trip and I'll come back and get you. Fuck no. $7, cancel. Another driver can take that. Uber's got tons of them. Another driver. But for this deal here, I'm not letting another driver get this $40 to go 3-4 miles. I'm not letting it happen. That happens at the airport all the time. When you pulling through and you dropping people off, I always drop people off right by the doors, because what happens is people that are coming out and they see you, same thing happened to Jamil. They will ask you, hey, are you a driver? Can you do us a favor? Or do you have a ride right now? They ask you that right on the spot. You think I'm going to say, oh, well, I got my Uber app turned on. I can't take you anywhere because my Uber app is turned on. I'll turn that shit off. I'm an independent contractor. Dude, where you need to go? Oh, we just got to, it's right over by the zoo. How about we get like $50-$60? Let's roll. Let's go. It ain't well, go through Uber, see if you can request me and I'll get it right here. No, I ain't none of that shit. No, I'm an independent contractor. So therefore, if Uber's not paying that money that I'm looking for and somebody else is willing to give it to me, Uber's not necessary. Cut them out the deal. Don't sit up there and think you work for their ass. Think that you're an employee of them. They could care less if you lose your car right now. If your car blew up right now, Uber's not calling you. Hey, is there something we could do to help you out? We heard your car just blew up. Can we help? They ain't calling you. Man. This is what up, G. Got permanently banned from Uber. Falsely accused people spilled drink in my car. Then got aggressive. In appeals right now. Told them over the phone, no alcohol, College Town. Oh, yeah. And that's the thing. Yeah, I was going to say that. You could actually, if somebody got in your car, damaged your car, and you got retaliated against by the app because somebody damaged your car and you said, you guys got to owe me for the damage of my car, and they retaliated against you by taking you out of the competition, off of the platform, removing you from getting income, you can get back pay on that. You can get your damages paid for, you can get back pay on that, and you could probably get punitive damages for that, because nobody has a right to damage our vehicles just because they use the app. You don't have a right to spill shit in my car. You don't have a right to kick my window out. You don't have a right to kick my door. You don't have a right to rip my seats with a knife and shit. And then Uber gets mad at me and says, well, we're going to deactivate you because you're upset that somebody ripped your seats. You got a right to be upset if somebody damages your car. You have a right to be upset. It's your vehicle. It's your personal vehicle. Uber and Lyft don't pay for these vehicles. We do. So if you have a problem with that and you tell Uber and Lyft, I have a problem with somebody spilling shit in my car, I have a problem with that, especially nowadays with people who got underseat speakers. You spill shit in a car with underseat speakers, you just created $1,000 worth of damage trying to do a $13 ride. So you take $13, get deactivated. Now you got to come up with $1,000 so your speakers work again. Take their ass straight to court. They cannot retaliate against somebody for being upset because they damaged your shit. No, So they claim chest bumped them and I didn't. I got a video of them blocking me in the car as I'm telling them to back up. Bro, this is a brand new 2025 camera hybrid. I'm glad because and I hope you opt out of arbitration. And I tell everybody, if you want to opt out of arbitration, just go to YouTube, type in opt out, or you can go to my channel, type in opt out. An opt out video will pop up that will even give you the email address with the instructions on how to opt out of arbitration, because arbitration is just paid opposition. That's all it is. So Uber's going to sit there and tell everybody, you got to go to arbitration. They're telling the arbitrators, don't pay these people out. Just like what we saw with the healthcare industry. Same thing. Say Bitcoin is at 108. Oh yeah. My Bitcoin's looking good. I told people I put in like $250 in Bitcoin. Let me see. I put in $250 in Bitcoin a long time ago. $250. This is what my Bitcoin is at right now. $1,041. I'm just watching that shit go up. That's off of, I made $750 so far off of $250. That's my Bitcoin right there. That's my Bitcoin. And this is how I do my Bitcoin. I go through Cash App, because when people give you money on Cash App, I used to not take the money out. I would just buy Bitcoin. It was low. It was like 50,000, 42,000. It was low a long time ago. So all my Cash App money that was coming through Cash App, I would never cash it out. I would just say buy Bitcoin. So it just transferred over to Bitcoin. I did $250 worth and I stopped because it got so high. I don't want to buy it now because I'm diluting that too out of a price. So I stopped buying it when I hit about $250 worth of Bitcoin investment. That shit done shot up to over $1,000. I can sell it today and make $750 today on the Bitcoin I got. And then that means I get the 750, wait till it drops all the way back down again, put the 1,000 back in. Now the 1,000 goes up. It'll hit probably 3,000-4,000 by that time. So it's a chess move. It's like, do I cash out right now and sit and wait? Because I can cash out now and that shit can tank and I could just buy it all back, put all the money back in there at a low rate, watch it go up again. I'm already up $750. I only put $250 in. So I'm like, shit. No telling what we do, man. No telling what. But that's how you make money on cryptocurrency and things like that. Just wait till it tanks. And when it tanks, buy it. And just sit, because right now we got Elon Musk and we got all these people who appreciate cryptocurrency becoming into the administration. So this is how they may end up transferring wealth back to the common people like us. So it's like, man, has everybody, there we go, has everybody submitted their opt-out of the updated terms and services? Actually, this is funny, because when I say opt-out, wait a minute. Here's my alarm. My alarm is set for noon on December the 25th, and it says opt out of Uber by the 26th. So, and I set my alarm for noon on December the 25th. Whenever I have to opt out or wherever I need a reminder, I make sure if I haven't done it yet, at the very last minute, at least I get an alarm. So I could go opt out today if I felt like it and clear this alarm out. But this alarm is at the last minute for when I got time to go through it. But I set alarms in my clock in my phone for everything. So I got my opt-out alarm set. If on Christmas Day, I'll go in and send my email because I have to be out by the 26th. I think midnight of the 26th, 27th, I got to be opted out. So yeah, always remind yourself to opt out. Was that what changed in the Lyft TOS? Are drivers employees now and they plan on paying back past employees' benefits and pay for our vehicle expenses and gas? Yeah, for real. Last week, I had 4 people that I passed rides because I was waiting for my private ride on terminal. It's amazing. I sometimes get hold of drivers, but I lose drivers. Don't answer your damn phones. Exactly. And you know me, Jamil, I sleep, man. I'll be sleeping because what people don't get is sometimes it's peaceful for me to work in my garage up to about 4:30 in the morning. So while everybody is sleeping, I start taking a transmission out at 10 o'clock at night. I'll start taking a transmission out at 10 o'clock at night. I got all my lights and everything. So I get the transmission out, get it all broken down. So about 4:30 in the morning, the transmission is completely gutted. I got all the parts apart. I got my parts list down and everything. So I'm sleeping through the morning. And people are like, Jeff, where are you at? I'm asleep. I work till 4:30 in the morning. Instead of driving, I was working on the transmission. And so now I got 2 more to go. I got 2 more transmissions to do. So I'll get those out the way during the holidays while everybody else is doing family shit. I'll be breaking down transmissions, be like, hey. Say, would you participate on Twitter Space? Oh, I got an account on X already. Just go look up Mike Drop Barbecue on X. It's on there. You'll see it. I only got a couple of posts on there. I don't really get on there that much, but I should. But it's like, yeah. He said, I know your schedule, so I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the Marcel and the Allens and the Lukes of the world. It's like, answer your phone. And that's money. Brother, that's money. People are sitting there passing up good money. And that's why I say have reliable people on your team. I made that video. Have reliable people on your squad. When you make that phone call, you're not making it to see if somebody can. You're making it because you know this person is reliable. I can do that. And that's what I love about how PAX is going to be, because that's the one app that gives you the ability to transfer a ride to somebody else. It does it. It's like, hey, man, I'm going to move that account. I'm going to give that ride to Jamil, and it hits your account, and you can either hit accept or not, But most likely you're going to hit accept if you ain't got no client. If you call me, hey, Jeff, man, I actually got a client that day and you just sent me somebody. You want to send it to somebody else? Cool, no problem. But most likely you be like, I got it. Don't worry about it. I got it. And you will figure it out because you're a businessman. A lot of people are still employee minded. If you put something on Jamil's plate, you don't have to worry about it no more. If he can or can't do it or this and that, don't worry about it. He will take care of all of that. Once you give it to him and you delegate it to Jamil, he's taking care of it. It's not a problem you no longer have to deal with. And that's why I like dealing with him. Because he's a business owner. He's always been a business owner, even before doing rideshare. He's one of those people that says, hey, give me your overflow and I can delegate your overflow. I can take that heat off of you. That's why having somebody like Jamil is solid, man. It's solid. Yep. And you'll still be making money, 5% at least. That's it. Pack Professional. What up? What's up? Hope that's Daniel. Driver teams. Drivers are the difference makers. Exactly. And that's why I said earlier in this live stream, for you Arizona riders out there, if you don't have this tool in your toolbox and you wake up one day and you are deactivated off of Lyft, deactivated off of Uber, and you can say, well, I'm just going to download packs. You better hope we already don't have 100 drivers on there because you waited. Study long, study wrong, play chess. When you know a move could be made, make that move. If you say, well, I'm going to make that move later, procrastination is the quickest way to poverty. You procrastinate. Oh, I'll just do it tomorrow. Oh, I'll do it another day. Oh, I'll do it this day. I'll do it that day. By the time you get ready to do it, somebody else has already hopped on that opportunity and that opportunity no longer exists. Those windows will close on you and you'll be trying to make a phone. Hey, Jeff, man, I'm trying to get on packs, man. It's not letting nobody get on. Oh, yeah, they got 106 drivers already signed up. They only wanted 100. Oh, well, shit, man. Say, motherfucker, how long you been knowing about this? About 2 months? And it took you 2 months to go to packsapp.io and sign up. It took you maybe we don't want you as a driver. If you procrastinating that damn long, maybe we don't want you as a driver. We're proactive, not reactive. Apps like Uber and Lyft are reactive. We're proactive. We contact clients ahead of time. We let people know ahead of time. We already got our team built ahead of time. You have to be proactive in business, not reactive. Reactive is an employee state of mind. You go to work and you wait to see what your supervisor tells you. That's reactive. Proactive is, I got to get this money. What's on the plate? When I go to Harbor Freight or I go to any store out there, you can ask anybody. I got tools right now and I got parts in my garage, completely brand new, never opened because I'm proactive. I'm proactive. I know ahead of time what I might need. Whole rolls of black tape. I got, socket sets that ain't even open yet. Adapters not even open yet because I break adapters all the time, especially if something's stuck and I got to over torque something and I break an adapter. It's cool. I just went to the store the other day, bought 2 new air hoses, 2 25-foot air hoses. They say, well, why would you buy 2? Why wouldn't you buy 1? Because when you break an air hose or a nozzle breaks off, you don't have time to get up and stop your job. You got to keep the job going. So you got to keep, and I've had about probably 4, 5, 6 air hoses in my life. I run 2 big ass air tanks. So always have new air hoses. They get knots in them. They get big bubbles on the side. Things break. You got to always keep. So I always throw new air hoses on the shelf. Yeah, exactly. Proactive is professional. But you got a lot of people that are reactive. There are a lot of people that are reactive trying to say, oh, well, I'll just do it later. You better hope that opportunity is still there. Say, what's your opinion on passengers asking drivers to cancel a trip on Uber a few minutes after the driver accepted the trip? The rider does not want to take the trip, but they want the driver to cancel. I just cancel and move on. I don't got time to play with these fucking people. I cancel. If you say cancel, I'm canceling it because sitting around dealing with that is holding up your opportunity to make more money. You might fuck around, miss a black SUV, arguing with them. No, you cancel. 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 Meantime, a $60 black SUV hit the app and you didn't see it because you sitting there going, you cancel. No, you cancel. No, you can't. Motherfucker, if you say, hey, cancel the route, I don't want it. No problem. Bloop. And I'm off. I'm gone. I don't play. I ain't got time for that shit because there's too much money. Canceling or not canceling, you don't get paid nothing. So if somebody says you cancel, no, you cancel. How much have you been paid for that? Nothing. Nothing. Cancel that shit and move on. You missing $70, $80, $50. Other day, drop. Eric, send me this. I got to show y'all this shit because y'all think we be joking, man. Y'all think we be joking. So Eric did a ride the other day. So Eric is cruising and he told them people $60. This is what I'm saying because people cancel. No, you cancel. No, you can't. $60. Eric did it. Bam. What happened? They fuck $60. They gave this man $100 bill. They said, keep the change. Keep the change. It ain't no you cancel, no, you cancel, no, you cancel, no. You miss opportunities like that fucking around with that. If somebody tells you to cancel, cancel. Get that shit off your plate. Move. You can make $100 and they're gonna be sitting there waiting on a ride. Don't even worry about that shit, man. It's not that critical. When people like that time I showed up and that lady, when I told him, I said, I can't take y'all to the airport with all these suitcases for $15. I could do it for like 35. And the lady was like, oh, okay. The daughter's like, no, never mind. Just cancel. I said, oh shit, not a problem. Bloop, cancel that shit. And she was like, did you cancel? Oh, already did. Lady, you ain't. The moment you said no, I canceled that shit. Because when I make an offer, consider the ride done. It's over. It's over. Because I don't have time for that. If somebody wants you to cancel, get it out the way. I don't want it to affect my account. Man, I think my cancellation is about 18%. I know people with 70% cancels, 70% cancels, and they still on the app. But you got these buzzards all over fucking YouTube. Oh, if you cancel, you're going to get booted. If you cancel, you're going to get deactivated. My cancels were 38% on Uber, 18% on Lyft. I know people with 70% cancels. We make money. We don't make, I ain't got no time to be playing back and forth with you about you cancel, no, you cancel, no, you cancel, no, you fuck that, cancel. Okay, dude, guarantee somebody say, hey man, you got to ride. Jamil, what did you do the other day when I was downtown? I was downtown and dude was like, man, I'm just trying to get to North Scottsdale. I was with David. I was standing there with David. Now, had I been dicking around with somebody with the cancel, uncancel, you cancel, no, you cancel, I wouldn't have made that $85. Dude walked up. You was like, hey, Jeff ain't got a ride right now. Can you take them up to North Scottsdale? I said, I could take them. How much? I said, $85, 85. Cool. Dude said, you got square? I got square. Bloop. Hit that $85, jumped in. It wasn't no, you cancel, no, you cancel, no, you cancel, no, you fuck that. 85, let's ride. Do not waste your time with people that don't want to ride with you because you don't want to ride with them. If they say cancel, get it out the way. You got to march to the next transaction real quick. Go get it. I'm telling you, Green Man, a lot of people don't understand how we operate. We move fast. We move fast. If I don't want to do the ride, I'll put in the parking lot. I see dude with 2 huge ass 5-gallon water jugs and I was driving my BMW. You're not putting that shit in my backseat. There is no explanation for that. You knew you was getting a Beamer when you saw my car coming and you know a Beamer can't fit that. So for you to let me get all the way up there and never call me, hey man, I got 2 big 5-gallon water things. This is going to fit in your car. For you never to tell me that and allow me to pull up the Walmart and I see that shit, cancel. There is no, hey man, I didn't know. Can you do me a favor and cancel that so I don't have to think, fuck that. When I saw it, cancel. I kept driving right past their ass because I got to make money. I got things to do. And a lot of people may not like how I drive. Like I said, we the buzzard beaters, man. We the buzzard beaters. And there's a lot of people out there that don't like, they buzzers floating around this channel. Well, I hate the way they drive. So what? You ain't riding in my car. What are you worried about it for? I hate that they do this. I hope they get deactivated. So what? You ain't in my car. You don't even live in my city. What are you worried about it for, you fucking buzzard? What are you worried about it for? Go buzz your ass onto somebody else's channel, you hater. What are you worried about it for? Always worried about the next man's pockets when my pockets is doing okay with this. If I don't want to do a $15 ride and I tell somebody 35 and they say 35 is cool, what are you worried about it for? You should be happy I got $20 more. You should be happy I got a tip. You should be happy I got a private client. These fucking buzzards ain't happy. They don't want to see you succeed. They want to see you fail so they feel better. That's an inadequate motherfucker for you right there. That's inadequate. When you feel better because somebody else has failed, you an inadequate motherfucker to me. That's who you are. I don't feel good when my circle fails. I don't feel good seeing people fail. That shit don't make me feel good because I'm like, there's a better way to do it. Let's do it a better way. But when you see somebody happy and clapping and applauding and saying, yeah, fuck them. They're inadequate. Buzzard, get out of here. Look at that. Say we closed the deal for $8 at the airport instead of 25 on Lyft. Exactly. And that's what you got to do sometimes, man. 25. There was rides coming through we were screenshotting, laughing our ass off yesterday. There was a ride all the way to Maricopa, 23 miles south, 23 miles. Now, well, from me, it's 2.6 miles for me to get to the people and then another 23.3. So 26 miles total. I'm driving 26 miles total for a total of 34 minutes, 34 minutes total for $15.07. And that was exclusive. They sent me that ride all the way to Maricopa. I do Maricopa rides for $45 a pop, and that's in my car. I don't even do them in the truck. $45 a pop, I'll take you to Maricopa in my car, $45. And people say, okay, that's fair. Uber says, we'll give you 15. You $30 short in my car. Now, if I'm taking my truck, and that was Uber X, so that's just basic. If I'm in my truck, I'll take it to Maricopa about 100, 120. That's a black SUV. You black SUV and all the way to Maricopa. Oh, you paying 100, 120. I mean, that's 23 miles away, 26 from where I'm sitting. And you telling me you willing to pay the app $4 a mile, but you're not willing to pay me $4 a mile? Because I'm not getting no 50 cents a mile, 70 cents a mile for that ride. I'm not accepting that as a human, as an independent contractor. I'm not accepting that. I'm not a fucking pigeon. I'm a human. Pigeons take that. Buzzards take that. Humans don't take that. We got mouths to feed. We got mortgages to pay. So the moment these apps start seeing who we are as drivers out there, now we're talking. Now we're talking. Because y'all got to stand up for y'all money, man. When y'all let shit like that happens, they going to keep making it happen. Understand that. Coming to Christmas party, pay for everyone ride. Couldn't find my rider. Lady offered to pay me if I cancel. Gets in and says the company is paying for it. I said, no, you made me cancel. You going to pay me. Get out. Hey, that's what it is. Her husband Venmo me for the ride. Exactly. So it's like, hey, if I cancel it, you're going to have to Venmo, Cash App, Zelle. If you got a company credit card, we can square that shit, something. But I ain't moving. Till I see some money. Man. Says, young man, I can't thank you enough. Your videos got me getting my business cards together. My life has changed. I don't even worry about my 6% acceptance rate anymore. Exactly. You shouldn't have to, brother. As an independent contractor, if the deal don't look good, it's not a deal for you. All these pigeons out there, oh, I got 80% AR. It's the moment something happens in their car, they down. They can't do nothing. They down. Because when you take profitable rides, not only are you paying for your life, you paying your bills, but you got a little bit to stack to the side. Like I tell people, I got a couple of grand. When I blow that engine, I might be down for 2-3 weeks, finding an engine, getting the engine shipped in, installing the engine myself to at least save on labor. I'm down for 3 weeks. So guess what that savings does? It pays my bills for the next week. It keeps my house light. It keeps my lights on, keeps food in my refrigerator. I'm not working. We are self-insured when it comes to workers' comp and being down. We're self-insured. So if you're not making money to make sure when your car goes down and you down for 2 weeks fixing it, waiting on parts to show up, putting on the wrong part, taking off the wrong part, you got to have money for that. This is what private rides do. It covers that aspect of your life because $15 in 34 minutes, that's less than $30 an hour. $30 an hour on my gas. That's on my gas. Wear and tearing on my car. It's not, I can't live like that. If all I made was $30 every hour of actual driving, $30 an hour, it would take me 10 hours to make $300. We make $300 now in 2 hours. That's all it takes is 2 hours to make $300 when you know what you're doing. Why are you driving for 10 hours, 300 something miles to make $300 when you can probably drive 50, 60 miles and make that money? There's a way to do it. Like Eric's sitting with a $100 bill on his lap. $100 bill. Where'd that come from? Speaking, talking to his client. That's where it is. Oh yeah, man. Hey, bro, I was reactivated and didn't even know it. Didn't even know I was reactivated. I'm in there cooking. I turn the phone on and just start cracking up laughing because I'm seeing all these fools online talking all shit, all these buzzards. Like I said, that video, and I can tell you I got haters on my channel because my channel don't pop like that. I got 12,000 subs. I might get 1,200 views on a video over a couple of days. This motherfucker had 4,000 in one day. Them was buzzards. Them is people circling around my channel, waiting on us to fuck up around here. These is buzzards on this channel, man. This is like a buzzard nest. And these motherfuckers waiting to pounce. But guess what? We the buzzard beaters over here. Bring your ass on. You hate all you want. You're going to be more mad. But that day, I wanted to make the buzzards happy. Because I knew they came here for a shit show. I knew they came here for that. So I gave it to them. I said, y'all want to see some shit? Y'all want to see me fuck up? Y'all want to see me get deactivated? Okay, here you go. And those motherfuckers was eating that popcorn up. Ooh, they was picking that shit. Oh, he's deactivated. Look at him. I knew you deserve it. I'm so glad finally. I hope all drivers see this and realize you've been full of shit the whole time. I'm glad you got deactivated. Man, they was eating that shit up and I was loving it. I was making all these buzzards happy, making them all happy. The whole time I'm on my phone going like this, I'm actually activated, but man, y'all got some good ass comments. This is some hating ass energy on my channel, some hating ass energy. All these fucking buzzers came out of the sky, was like, we got a dead body. He's down, y'all. Let's get him. Let's get him. I was cracking up laughing at all they ass. They knew exactly what they was talking about. See, the reason why you got deactivated is because you be doing this and you did that, and now you're lying because you know you did it. I'm like, motherfucker, I don't even drive. What are you talking about? I don't even drive my car. So for one of you haters to call in on me, not knowing if I drive or not, that was my ace in the hole. I knew I was going to win that hand. That was an easy poker hand right there. That was an easy poker hand. So I was like, shit, yeah, these motherfucking buzzards, they all floating around my channel looking for a dead body, a bunch of vultures and shit. And that's what they do, man. They all sit on YouTube, driving around, doing pigeon rides all day, mad, cars clunking, hubcaps and shit falling off, mad at people like me because we out here making real money. We out here talking to our community, saying if we do it this way, we save our local economy. If we do it this way, if we do it that way, our local economy is going to be dilapidated. We got politicians upset at Uber and Lyft because they're taking all the money out of the economy and not putting tax money back in. That's why everybody's mad at Uber and Lyft, because they know we're doing exactly opposite of what Uber and Lyft once done. We want to make sure the money stays here. We want to make sure that the tax dollars stay here, the revenue, the circulation stays here, the expenses stay here. Everything is self-contained. When you run a self-contained ride service industry and it's all about your local economy, it's the best thing ever. It's the best thing ever. But when you got these buzzards and these vultures saying, ooh, Arizona got an event. How much money can we make off the event to take out of Arizona? Well, just don't pay shit to the drivers. Take all the money from the riders. Take as much money as you can for the riders and don't pay shit to the drivers. This event's going to be perfect for Uber, perfect for Lyft. Thank you, drivers. Y'all a bunch of idiots to sit there and let all this money just go right through your hands. Y'all idiots for taking these rides. People paying 120 and we giving y'all 45. Idiot. People paying 90 and you getting 27. Idiot. People paying 190. There was a video showing a dude somebody paid 190 for airport ride. Driver got 58. Idiot. These apps love idiots. And I'm sitting there like, we're smarter than this. All we gotta do is open our mouth. Hey, I don't know how much you pay for this ride, but I'll charge you 100 for it. Oh, really? Because they're charging me 162. I'll do it for 100 because they're only trying to pay me 65. Oh, well, shit, yeah. And it's like 40 something miles. So I'll do it for 100. I'll do it for a little over $2. They might say, you know what? Just cancel the ride. I'll pay you what I paid them since you're trying to help me out. They do that shit all the time. They do it all the time. We can always tell them what we're getting out of the ride. There is no law that says we can't tell people what we're getting paid. Thank you, Danny B, my brother. Said, coffee on me. Cheers. I need some too. I got to go to the store. I'm actually out of Folgers, man. That is on time. 11:11. That is on time. I took one of my last scoops this morning. I was like, oh, Danny, appreciate that, brother. Appreciate that, brother. But that's what it is. When we sit there and we see them doing that, taking all the money out of the industry, and we speak about what we're being paid, the rider has a right to know how much of their money is actually going towards this ride. They have a right to know that. It ain't got to be no secret. When we get $13, we go, wait, you getting 13? How much do we pay for this? Oh, $69. Man, this dude is getting $13. The rest is all fees. Imagine you going to the grocery store, seeing something sitting there that says $13.99. So you pick it up, you take it to the cash register, you ring that shit up and it come out to $72. You're like, how did this? It was $13.99 on the shelf. Oh yeah, well, we got taxes and fees and insurances and licenses and service fees and industry fees. So it's $72 for that. Bro, put this shit back on the shelf. I'm not paying $72 for something that really costs $13.99. It's like you're really paying the driver $13, but you're charging the rider $72. We have a right to speak on that. So we speak on it, and a lot of riders get pissed. Man, I'm paying $76 for this. Oh, bro, I'm only getting 24. Tell you what, give you 50. All right, bet. They say, you know what? Here, man, here's 60. Cool, thank you, appreciate it. Oh yeah, they panic when they stock start plummeting, man. And the thing is I sat up there, and the other day I was doing a ride to the airport, and I told the guy, I said, well, normally I charge about $45 for this distance. He said, just make it 70. So he sent me $70. He squared me $70. I said, usually I charge like $45 for this. And it was not that far of a ride at all. Honestly, it wasn't. And I was like, well, normally, and there it is right there. He gave me what, $70 right there. That was the $70. I said, I usually charge 45. He said, just make it 70. I was like, okay. People want to pay us. When they pay the apps, they think they're paying us. They so proud to pay the app $80. Man, I'm really taking it. Look at this $80 I just paid the app. Look at this dude coming up in his clean truck. Man, $80. This is how we're helping out families. Look at us help out families. We paid $80. Look at this driver driving his truck for $80. Man, we're doing it. I know he's feeding his family good. I ride up. Yeah, I'm getting $32 out of this. What? Wait, 32? We paid 80. Yeah, I'm only getting 32. That other money goes towards Uber and Lyft and all the shit they dealing with. It don't go to us. Oh, well, damn, your truck looks so nice and so clean. I really thought you were being paid well. No, I just drive a whole lot of hours. No, but we out here working 80 hours a week. So what do? You say, I don't want to work 80 hours a week. I want to talk to riders out there. I want to let them know the truth about the ride service industry, truth about rideshare. And they going to go, you know what? That shit sucks that corporate is doing this to y'all. That shit sucks that corporate is doing that. Tell you what, give me your card. I'll just call you straight next time. Appreciate it. And sure enough, phone rings. Hey, man, you picked us up like 2 months ago, from that Cold Stone. You picked us up from Cold Stone. Yeah. Are you driving today? Actually, if you need me to, what do we got? Oh, man, it's just 3 of us, man. We're just looking to go, up here, this and that. And within the next 30, 40 minutes, if you're free, I got you. Do it. $60. Here's 3 $20 bills. If you'd have did it on the app, you'd have probably got like $14, $15 for that distance. Here's $60 right here. And this is how we do it. This is how we do it. If it's raining outside, you ain't bringing no wet animals in my ride. Oh, yeah, that's a no-no. No, you don't do that because I don't even drive in the rain. I drove in the rain once in the past few years. That shit creates mildew. When you get water in your carpets and shit, that creates, you got to get all-weather mats. If you don't have all-weather mats or something that can wrap around that wet, you got straight carpets, your car's going to smell like that. Once it dries up, your car's going to be willing to say my car stinks because that's what's going to happen. It's going to mildew in all the cracks that you don't get out. It's going to mildew. That's why I don't do it. All up under the plastic and everything, I won't do it. So yeah, until they notice how stressed out the driver is. Yep. And that's one thing about corporate. Like when I was corporate a long time ago, and people wonder why I retired when I was 38 years old. Because I was 38 in corporate America, and I was corporate for almost 20 years. Since I was working for the Department of Natural Resources in Iowa and everything. I was in government buildings. I was, going to and from the Capitol, huge reports. I'm talking to, governors and mayors, and we're on teams and shit. I was 18 years old doing that shit. So people like, why did you get out of corporate America so fast though? Because I was always street. I was always hood. I was at the basketball park every weekend, balling. I was on my motorcycle riding with groups. I'm in and out of biker bars. I'm all over the place. I'm seen. And when people see me in casino, oh, that's that young black exec. That's that dude, Jeff. I told him he cool as hell, man. He cool as hell. Young black executive upstairs, man. What happens? We start laying off people. We start firing people. We pulling up in nice ass cars. We got nice ass motorcycles. We rent 2 houses, but we firing people left and right. We laying people off left and right to keep our bonuses and our pockets fat. I didn't like that shit. I felt something was wrong with it because I'm in the streets. I'm in Walmart shopping and shit. I see people who work at Caesar's Palace who used to work there till they got laid off or fired. They barely making it, barely finding a new job. And I'm in there with a nice ass Mercedes sitting out front, nice ass Cocker Spaniel and shit jumping all over the place. And these motherfuckers like, man, yeah, man, it was dirty how Caesars did us, man. I'm like, yeah, man, that was kind of dirty. See, I'm outside. All these other executives ain't outside. I'm outside. So they see me. When everybody who gets fired and laid off is outside, they run into me. So I'm like, I'm not going to be shot because somebody just had a baby. Somebody just bought a house and got terminated. Somebody just had, just paid for their kids' college and we fired them the next day or whatever. I'm not going to get shot for that. I'm outside. And it kept happening over and over and over. We kept firing people. We kept downsizing. We kept laying people off. I'm still outside. They don't see no other executives but me. I get run into all the time. So I said, Jeff, before some shit happened to you, you might want to just get out of this industry, man. This is a cutthroat ass industry. This shit's cutthroat. Look what happened to that CEO of United Healthcare. This shit's cutthroat. Look at all these CEOs right now talking about getting bodyguards and shit. This shit is cutthroat. When you're in executive management and you're doing executive stuff and you don't care about the people who's actually running the company and making the company work, when you show you don't care about them, you better not go outside. And see, I was outside all the time. I'm a biker. I'm riding motorcycles. I'm going through, the Valley of Fire. I'm kicking it on weekends with everybody. I'm at Sunset Park, balling out of control, doing shit like this. I'm outside. I'm not hiding in no house from no people. I'm at Walmart. I'm at AM/PM gas station. I'm at Terrible Herbs. I'm outside playing, pool at little pool halls everywhere. I'm outside. Y'all ain't killing me. So I was like, fuck that. I said, no, man, I'm tired of answering to people when I run into them everywhere. I'm tired of coming up with excuses everywhere. My life ain't easy. It's too stressful like that. I'm at the gym running to people. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my keys on the desk and I'm calling this shit good. What's up, Duado? So I called it good, man. I walked away from it all. And I had peace. I ain't scared to be outside now. I could do what I want to do, go where I want to go. I ain't laying nobody off. I ain't the face of a company. I mean, you got all these people in corporate, all these people in all these buildings I was in. And they remember me, the young black bald dude, the funny guy who don't even seem like an accountant, but he's actually an accountant. He's funny as hell. You're not shooting me in the parking lot. Hell no. He's probably one that got you fired, man. Nope. I'm out. I just saw it coming before that. Like I said, now it's mainstream now. Now shit happening to executives is turning mainstream now. I've been out for almost 12 years, over a decade. I've been out of that game for over a decade. I saw it going down. I saw us making people work twice as hard for less money. When the first pandemic hit in 2008, we were letting people go left and right, letting everybody go. But we said, well, don't worry about the company stopping it. All we're going to do is transfer all their duties to you. Okay, cool. So you're going to, we're going to transfer all our duties to you. Oh, great. So am I going to get paid more? Actually, you got to take a 15% pay cut to keep your job. So wait a minute, you giving me all of his work and I got to take a 15% pay cut on top of that, or just not have the job? Which is it going to be? That's how we did people. And that shit was wrong. And I said, no, man, I can't do this, man. I'm out. I can't do this. I'm gone. So as soon as 2009 is when I really started getting my ducks in a row. 2008 is when I said, I'm cool on this shit. So I started working at Bear Pool. I left the offices upstairs. I stopped working executive and I started being a host. I was a host at a topless pool. The pool was called Bear. It was a topless pool. Girls walk around with no bikini tops on. Yeah, I was in the office upstairs wearing suits. And I quit that job to go downstairs and look at titties all day. I'm dead. Y'all think I'm joking. Look up Bear Pool. I was a host at Bear Pool. I was one of the guys working there. And Liam ran it. That was the first year it was open. Liam was running it. And I said, well, I'll help you guys run the pool downstairs. Cool, let's do it. So we was part security, part, hosting. We all worked for Light Group. Light was an entertainment group. And so I was like, I'm not doing this shit upstairs no more, getting all these people ripped off. I'd rather go downstairs. Where can you guys put me? We don't have a lot of positions, but what we can do is you can run security. You can run hosting. You're good with people. You can help with hosting. We got Bear Pool. I'm like, shit, say less. Bear Pool, titties hanging all day, a live DJ, music and drinks and shit. You want me to go there? Let's go. I mean, y'all think I'm fucking joking. I said, I'm out of here, man. If y'all really gonna give me that job, what the fuck I want to be doing sitting upstairs with y'all raggedy ass? I said, I'm going downstairs. So this is some of me back in the day. This is me on stage. I used to host fucking bikini shows and shit. I'm an accountant. I'm hosting fucking bikini shows. Like, look at this shit. This is what I went from being an accountant upstairs to being at the pool hosting bikini shows and shit like that. You think I'm gonna say no to that job? Shit. A much better job. So I was like, okay, let's do it. So Jeff's no longer our accountant no more. What's he doing? He's gonna go downstairs and just look at titties all day. Fine, let him go. We'll take his job. So I did something different. Exactly. It was like, hey, I'm like, why would I give up that job to sit upstairs and argue with you people all fucking day? Why would I give up? It was a great job. I mean, we ate, we danced, we partied. Every once in a while, you can have a shot with somebody. Hey, give me a shot. You take a shot with somebody. It's like, man, bosses didn't even care. And I was like, man, but then my son, that was back in 2008, and my son was born in 2008. So I was like torn between going to work all day, looking at titties, and being a dad at night. I was kind of torn. So I was like, well, I got to give it up. So I kind of gave it up. I didn't do it. I did it a little bit the second year. So I said, I'm not going to do it no more. I'm done. So I got back into corporate so I can get benefits. I had my son. He was born in 2008. I went back. I tried my hardest. But by 2011, I said, you know what? I can't even do court. I had a taste of another job. Y'all got to remember, I was doing this shit since I was 18 years old. I was an accountant at 18 years old. My son was born when I was like 34. So I was getting a taste of something other than accounting in my mid 30s. Like, this is a job. This is a real job, man. This shit's fun. And it wasn't even like, this was before internet. We still had MySpace and shit like that. So this is before crazy internet. So we had MySpace. I think we even had Facebook. It was before crazy shit. But it wasn't like it was now. There was no Me Too movements, no crazy shit. You can look at titties and be like, damn, girl, you got some big old titties. And they're just laughing. Ha, ha, ha. I got pictures of me sitting in the middle of a group. I'm wearing all white. I got on a white polo with some tan shorts. White polo, tan. I'm going to find this picture. White polo, tan shorts. There's about 15 girls. I'm the only guy. 15 girls. I'm leaning back on this cabana. I'm leaning back on the cabana, and all the girls at the cabana were like fucking had their legs across me. They were all sitting around me. It was a fun picture. That was my job, though. I was a host. I had to help people have fun. So when people see that picture, they think I'm just at work tricking off all day. No, we had to do that to make everybody feel together. And you see girls' titties hanging. Some girls still got their top. Some girls are just holding their boobs like this because they don't want them to be seen in the picture or whatever. But that was my day. That was my day. I'm in my mid 30s. First job that's not financial based. First job that is actually people based. And I loved it. I had a good time. I couldn't do it forever, though. Vegas is fucking crazy. Can we see the picture? I'm going to find that picture. It's in my laptop. I know it's got to be in my laptop, but it's in that hard drive that I got on the back of my laptop. I need to get the cable for it. But that picture right there, man, that was a funny picture. I'm going to find it, and I'm going to show y'all that picture. Y'all going to be like, damn, you really did do that. Yeah, I told y'all. It might actually be on Facebook. I can go through my old Facebook pictures from back in the day and see if I can pull it up. So let me see if I can find it. I'm going to move it over to my phone. The next live stream, I'll show y'all that picture. I'm going to find that picture. This is nothing like young ripe melons. But that was my real job. So I went from being an accountant, corporate, firing people, laying people off, to helping people have a good time. It was a different mentality for me because I went from stress, half to the balance of zero, telling people no, telling people they're over budget, dealing with problems, trying to fix issues, dealing with auditors, trying to help auditors find issues and errors and mistakes and shit like that, sitting in meetings with the FBI. I went from all of that crazy, stressed out corporate shit to being at a swimming pool all day with a live DJ with all these fine ass girls walking around and shit, and everybody just having a good time, and people swimming and dancing and drinking, and we're ordering food and making sure everybody got the towels they need. People's like, hey, you know what? I'm missing. I can't get my back. Can you get? I'm like, I put so much suntan lotion on girls that fucking summer, man. Every time you excuse me, can you help me? I can't get, they squirt in your fucking hand. You rub it up. You rubbing all these girls' bodies down and shit. That was way before the Me Too movement. This is when Vegas was fun. Vegas used to be fun before it was crazy corporate. That was fun Vegas. That was fun Vegas. Now you probably need a player's card just to give somebody a lotion. Hey, can you give me some lotion? You got a player's card? Like, so are they still hiring? What up, Hulks, man? For real. Then it's like, that was back when Vegas was fun. Vegas was actually like Vegas. But once it started turning corporate and people started coming in and nobody cared about people no more, it was all about the bottom line. And it was all about, making sure they had enough money to make it through the next month. And they didn't care about people. That was time for me, because I had already experienced hanging out with everybody. I experienced playing at the park basketball. I experienced riding motorcycles. I experienced going on bike trips. I experienced hanging out at pools with everybody. I experienced something other than business. I experienced life in my mid 30s. And I was like, what the fuck am I doing stuck in the office downstairs with no windows in a casino? There's people that have been down here for 20 years working in the bottom of the casino. They look like that movie, Joe versus the Volcano with Tom Hanks. These motherfuckers look like Joe versus the Volcano. It's like they all look gloomy and shit. Everybody in the account was looking gloomy. And all of a sudden, you outside with palm trees, blue skies, loud music, drinks, fresh hair, titties. It's like, you telling me I got to go back into this gloomy ass fucking office? Man, I never went back to accounting again. I never went back, because that's why they keep accountants buried in the back of the fucking basement, because they don't want you to see all the shit you're doing is helping those people have the best time of their life. And you sitting here counting shit. So I was like, I'm done. And you think that's why I love driving my trucks now. I love driving my shit. I roll, man. I roll now. This is would you mind splitting this ham? You stupid. You stupid. Would you mind splitting this ham? Hey, man. Hey, time to wake up. So, man, corporate, and that's what it felt like, a corporate jail. And they used to be mad at me because I didn't clock in. Jeff, you didn't clock in today. I'm like, so I'm here. The fuck? I'm here every day. I never miss work because I never get sick. I never take vacation. The fuck I need to clock in for? I'm here. If you come here and the lights is on, motherfucker, I'm here. I'm not clocking in every day. I'm here every day. Stop fucking with me about clocking in. And so they stopped fucking with me about clocking in because I'm here every day. Tell me a day when I'm not here. Look at the history of me being here. When was I not here? Thank you. I'm not fucking clocking in. Leave me alone. And so they used to leave me alone because the shit didn't make no sense. People that clock in need to be people who take off and people who get vacation. People don't show up to work. Motherfucker, I show up every day. And when everybody's leaving at 5, 6 p.m., I'm still there till 9, 10, 11 p.m. I'm here every day. And I'm here past the point of everybody. So no, I'm not clocking in. Stop fucking with me about that clock in. I'm not doing it. And that's, like I said, I didn't fit in with corporate. I had too much common sense, way too much common sense. And they had micromanagement. It was deep micromanagement. So you got people dealing with micromanagement, people firing people, transferring people, getting rid of people, people not having really good fun and a good time. And you say, well, we're going to pay you a really good salary. So they're just buying your years of your life away from you is all they're doing. But we're going to pay you like $75,000 a year, but you never get to enjoy it. People wonder, how did you retire so early and just walk away from everything? Because I never spent money. I was in that office all the fucking time. I never spent money. I used to be scared because I was little and I would get all this direct deposit. I mean, I was getting so much money in my direct deposit. My bank account was getting too big. I'm like, these motherfuckers gonna think I'm selling cocaine because I'm young, I'm black, I'm hood. I drive a fucking Cadillac on Dayton's. I got a fucking Escalade. They gonna think I'm selling dope. Every time I go to the bank, I'm like, am I gonna get picked up by a cop today for saying this is a drug dealer? I had a Cadillac on D's because I like Cadillacs, motherfuckers. Like, I'm an accountant for real, but I like caddies on D's. So that shit used to scare me sometimes. I'm like, I'm going to get arrested for selling dope, and I don't even sell dope. So I was like, fuck it. So now I'm a driver, like a rideshare. I'm an Uber driver, rideshare driver, and I got all these fucking Mercedes and BMWs and trucks and Jeeps and shit. And I'm like, one day they're going to think I'm a dope dealer. But all my neighbors know me. They know I don't sell dope. They know what I do. So it's cool. So I'll never get busted for nothing. Because it's like, hey, he got all these nice ass cars and shit over here. This motherfucker, does he sell dope? What'd he do? Oh, he just pick up people from fucking McDonald's, take these motherfuckers to Jack in the Box in wheelchairs and shit like that. Basic motherfucker. He ain't nobody. He's like, hell yeah, the caddy's on deck. Oh yeah. I was 24 years old getting $5K deposit every 2 weeks. Bruh, it's scary money. It's scary money. And in Vegas, I used to see when I was working in for Leroy Sportsbook before it became William Hill Gaming. It was American Wager and Leroy Sport. I mean, we would see 25-year-old kids cashing in $80,000 tickets. You're 25 years old, pulling up in BMWs and Mercedes that we never seen before. And these kids are 25 years old. You knew they was in some shit. You knew they were in some shit. And it was like, they're either running money for somebody or they're trying to launder drug money. Hey, let's bet on some games with this money. And when we win, the money's now legit. And that's why we had to sit with the FBI all the time, because the FBI makes you go over all the drug dealers, all the people in the black book, anybody who they know that's in town, to make sure if they're in our casino with a lot of cash, let them know. We used to sit with the FBI every week. Even my son, when he was 1, I couldn't find a babysitter that morning. My babysitter overslept. I brought him to an FBI meeting because I couldn't find a babysitter. He was good too. Everybody's like, man, he's the coolest little kid. I'm like, shit, hey, he's got to come to work with me today. Fuck that. This is what, you're not a drug. I sell them chickens. I sell them birds. I sell them buzzards. I'm out slanging buzzards. Hell yeah, what you, man? You sell, man, I slang buzzards. I got them birds, baby. Hoo-hoo, whatever, motherfucker. I sell them birds. What up, AJ, my brother? But yeah, man, back in the day, that shit was cool back then, man. It was cool back then. We had some good times, but it was all good things must come to an end. You got to get serious about life. You got to do something different. And just seeing all these young people with all this money, me being a young person with all that money, we was all targets, man. And when I tell people, for me to be sitting here at 51 years old, I'm not dead. Clearly, I'm not dead because I'm sitting here in front of y'all. This ain't a fucking hologram. I didn't pre-record this shit before I died. I'm still alive. And people say, man, you an old head. I am thankful to have the title of old head. Do you know what I went through in 51 years to still be here and not be a fucking face on somebody's t-shirt with fucking wings around my head saying 1973 dash whatever fucking year I got killed? That's hard work. That's hard work. I'm still here. I am not a fucking t-shirt goddamn meme. Motherfucker, I know a lot of black people I see on fucking t-shirts. I ain't one of them. So yes, I am an old head. I do got gray hair. I got a lot of wisdom. I had a lot of fun. I relax now. I take a lot of fucking naps. And people say, why do you take so many naps? Because I can. I worked 14-hour days most of my life. If I feel like walking in this motherfucker right now, sleeping until I wake up with no alarm clock, I do it. And then my clients hit me up. I drive for them, finish their day. I take me a nap because I can. And I'm one of those people. And I tell you, you don't appreciate a real good nap on a warm day. A good nap on a warm day is one of the best things you can have, especially if you only get it in for 2-3 hours. Man, that's the best thing you can have. And you don't appreciate that shit until you older. Because I was like young, I had no time for naps. I'm at the gym, I'm at work, leaving work, I'm at the bar with people trying to have fun and have a social life. I leave, man. I never had a time for a nap. If I did take a nap, I fell asleep on the toilet by mistake. That was it. It's like, damn, I fell asleep on the toilet. Shit, let me get back in here and work. Motherfucker, yeah. When I'm late to the show, you're not deactivated. Like I said, I just had a nap. Man, I'm telling you, it feels good. It feels good. And my dog, like right now, one of my dogs is sleeping right there. The big dog is back behind me sleeping. The other ones are sleeping because I don't hear them barking, so they sleeping. Man. I know it. Back in the day when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. But sometimes I sit and wish I was a kid again. Hell yeah. No alarm clock or daylight saving time in AZ for me either. I tell people I wake up when I wake up. If I got an early appointment, I'll set my alarm about 2 hours before my appointment. Most of the time, I'll wake up before my alarm even goes off because my body just knows it's time to get up. It's like I can tell myself I got to do this tomorrow at like 10 o'clock. I'll wake up like 7:30, like way before I got to get up. And it's like, I'm already up. I'll make breakfast and I'm cruising. When I was corporate, I had to be at work by 8. I would wake up at 7 and rush. I got to hurry up, brush my teeth, get on my suit, make sure my shirt is ironed, throw it in the dryer if it's not, hurry up, get out the drawer, make sure the car start, battery not fucking dead. Do I got air in all fucking tires? Got air in all tires. Man, corporate used to have me rushing around like a month. Now I'm just like, man, I wake up, Jeff, what time you going to be here? When I get there, I'll be there. It's like shit. It ain't no rush. I've been doing this for 51 years. We ain't in no rush. We'll be here for another 60. We good. We good. And that's why I tell folks, man, you gotta enjoy your life. Enjoy your life. And that's why, and I'm telling people, that's why driving Uber and Lyft is so hard for me, because I'm not a ping-based person. I used to be ping-based when I used to do like $3 rides, $4 rides, $6 rides. When they got a big bonus out, I'll go and drive for the bonus. I'm waiting on pings. That's when they create a fucking ping pigeon. At that point, I'm a ping pigeon. 300%, I'm a ping pigeon. You got extra $10 per ride, I'm a fucking ping pigeon. But if it ain't no good shit on there, I'm strictly scheduled. Because I'm not doing no $11 rides all day just to pass time. I could take a fucking nap. It's like, why do I want to do $11 rides for 20 miles, $15 rides for 30 miles? I'm going to go take me a nap because these motherfuckers ain't got nothing on this app anyway. It ain't nothing worth it for me. The market is too saturated. That's why when you get a app that's coming out like Pax, I'm telling you, Arizona drivers, when you get an app like Pax and you got all your schedule, you wake up, your schedule is already set. You know when you can go to Walmart and grocery shop because you know when your next ride is. You're not a ping pigeon. You know you got 3 rides in a row, back to back. Those 3 rides going to pay you about $180, 60, 60, 60. And it's going to spread maybe over about fucking 2-3 hours. You like, do I just made 180 in 2-3 hours? Now my next ride ain't till tomorrow. Pax is it's going to be a scheduled app. Now they will have pings on Pax. They will have on demand. But I'm a person that says if you want on demand rides, do on demand. That's cool. Do pings. That's cool. But I choose to have my rides sometimes are so lucrative. It gives me time to only do a few. And I leave food on the table for everybody else. I leave food for everybody else because I can't eat it all. There's hundreds of millions of dollars out there. Oh, Hum is still here. They're still out here. And like I said, Hum, they got stuff going on. They still doing their pings and they're still doing their scheduled rides. They got, the WhatsApp group is going and stuff like that. So they do a lot. Yeah, hopefully, man, Pax is gonna go places. So I'm one of those people that believe that Every day, I only want to make so much money. The longer you stay on the road, the higher risk you are for totaling out your fucking car. You're going to total out your car. You're going to run your shit into the ground, and you're not going to have money to repair it. Exactly. PAX is doing it the right way. They're not wanting to saturate their platform with just a million drivers who don't have enough riders, because that's how you get turned off. They say, how much money you want to make a day, Jeff? I'm like, I don't know, man. I'm cool with 200 or 300, but I only want to work like, 3-4 hours. Oh, that's easy. We got you. That's easy. Because if I'm working 10, 12 hours and I can average about $100, I should be making about $1,000 a day. I don't want $1,000 a day because I don't want to work 10 hours. I want to work 4 or 5 hours, maybe 6. Work 2-3 hours in the morning, 2-3 hours in the afternoon, then do another 2-3 hours late at night. In between there, I can either take naps, do my errands, do what I can spread my day out so I can enjoy having a social life. I'm not corporate no more. So I want to make sure that somebody say, hey, man, you want to go to lunch at 11? I can, because I ain't got no rides. I have no pings coming. I have no ride schedule. We could do lunch at 11. It's cool. You have control of your time now, your social life. Like I told you, I went from working corporate, making a ton of money, to sitting at a pool all day, eating, drinking, watching titties bounce, playing volleyball in the pool and shit like that. I mean, that's what my life went to. And I realized there's more to life than working 14 hours a day. Even though I was making good money, there's more to life than that. Make as much money as you can in a short amount of time. Make as much money. And with that, enjoy your life. I never enjoyed my life. I was corporate the whole time. I never enjoyed my life. I went through 2 marriages, I think, back to back, 2 marriages real quick, because I never had time to even be a husband back then. So I don't blame them women not wanting to deal with me. I don't blame that shit. I probably wouldn't want to deal with me either. I had 2 marriages that were uncontested. They say, hey, you want a divorce? I'm like, cool, no problem. I got to be at work by 9 o'clock tomorrow. Just make sure you got those divorce documents on my desk by 11. I was business with that shit. I actually signed my first divorce from Tracy Presley. Tracy Presley was Elvis Presley's great niece. She was from Oklahoma. She's Elvis Presley's great. Her brother Jeff looked just like Elvis Presley, and she kind of looked like Lisa Presley. But her name was Tracy Presley. We got divorced. We signed divorce papers at JMA Architect Studios in the fucking conference room. That's how business I was. We signed divorce papers in a conference room at a corporation. We didn't do that shit at home. We didn't do that shit. No lawyers. No, I had to go by her office. Her office was my office was somewhere. I left my office, suit and everything, on my lunch break, went to her office, signed the divorce documents in her office, had everything done, uncontested. We was business. We was fucking business. We was all business back then. That shit didn't bother me. Motherfuckers say, dude, y'all didn't sit down and have a conversation, have a lunch or a dinner, and fuck no. I'll be in your conference room, had them papers out there, spread the motherfuckers out so I can see exactly what I'm signing. Sign that shit. We good? We good. And she took my Cocker Spaniels. She did. BJ and Lacey. She took my fucking Cocker Spaniels. But I was like, that's cool. That's cool. See, now I'm married to the barbecue. I know. Now I'm married to the barbecue. Oh, yeah. Them PAX driver profiles, man. And see, this is the thing. And I tell people what the PAX, how PAX works. When you sit up there and you create your drive, they give you a 60-second driver profile. You could say what you want to say in that profile. If I want to get on there and say, hey, how you doing? My name is Jeff. I drive a Jeep. I drive a Beamer, and I drive an Expedition. But also, I drive nights. I love having parties. You can say whatever you want to say. You can say whatever. This is your 60 seconds. You can say, hey, I actually allow people to vape. I don't mind at all because my son vapes. It does not bother me. So if you got to vape every once in a while, I'm probably going to be a good driver for you. And somebody might like that shit. They might go, damn, this dude, he says he allows vaping. Definitely book him. Because, Sean, he vapes all the fucking time. Book him. You can say whatever you want to say on your profile. Some people may not book with you because maybe you say, hey, I drive nights and they need you in mornings. Hey, I allow pets and maybe they don't want pets. Who knows? But when you create your own, when people hit that website and they see exactly what you are about and they start booking you, then you can always go back and change it. If you say, man, I'm not getting a lot of bookings, you can go back and change your intro. Say, I want to go change my intro. Okay, cool. Change my intro. This is all what your money is going to. It's going into building your business. Like that, it's going into building your business. This is what it's about. When people see you, when they know you, when they pass you around, hey, you know what? All right, Ms. Abby, get going. When they say, hey, this PAX wants to meet you in Phoenix. Meet us at the airport tomorrow, 12:30. I'll bring the Red Bull or Monster. Okay, cool. So Daniel's going to be you're going to be at Sky Harbor. So if Daniel's going to be at Sky Harbor Airport tomorrow, 12:30, which parking lot will you be in though? Because we've got the 44th Street parking lot and we've got the 24th Street parking lot. So which parking lot will you be in tomorrow? Because they got two of them. This is Red Bulls. It gives you wings, red balls. Like Dave Chappelle, red balls. So if Daniel's going to be at Sky Harbor tomorrow, 12:30, either you're going to be at 44th Street or 24th Street parking lots. You got a choice between the two. So let us know which side you're going to. And I might actually cruise up there because I'm by the airport. I might cruise up there in the Jeep. I just went and got another Jeep battery because I don't drive this Jeep enough, man. I don't know how these batteries are going bad. I'm not putting it in. I'm not putting this battery in until I'm ready to take it somewhere. But it's probably something shorting out my fucking batteries. Who knows? But I went and picked up a new battery again yesterday for free because it was under warranty. I just got to put it back in. I just don't feel like it. But I'll go out there. Like I said, we're going to be up there at PAX tomorrow at 12:30. I might even have the Jeep top off. I might roll up to that shit bumping loud. Boom. I got my mic drop barbecue decals running down the side of the Jeep. My neighbor walked up the other. He was like, hey, what's at mic drop barbecue? I said, oh, that's my YouTube channel. He was like, oh, shit, you do YouTube. He saw it on the Jeep sitting in the front yard. He's like, what's at mic drop? This is fine. West side. So 24th Street on the west side of West Side. What? Oh, yeah. Let's see where Daniel's going to be tomorrow. Let's see where he's going to be. Because like I said, with PAX, it's like I said, a lot of people, they want to be the ping pigeons. I'm a ping pigeon too, but it's only if it's money out there. If it's not money, it was 270% sitting up in Scottsdale the other day, but I was too far south to go get it. Now, for those, I would take pings up there. I'll ping pigeon that shit to death. But when it ain't no money out there, nah. Either I'm going to convert them or I'm waiting on my private clients. And I do not want to be sitting in some ride for $15, taking my ass all the way to Maricopa, go all the way to Maricopa for $15 when a client of mine just landed at the airport going, hey, Jeff, we just landed. Sorry, it's such a late text. We just landed at Sky Harbor. Do you happen to be around? I don't want to be like, I'm actually 27 miles south in Maricopa because I took a $15 fucking Uber ride instead of waiting on your $70, $80 ride to pop up to go 15 miles. That's why I don't take no rides, because my people, they will pop up anytime. All right, West. All right, so we're at the West lot, 24th Street. Yeah, come down and live stream. I could live stream from my phone. I could actually come down and live stream from the phone. So I could do that. I don't think I could bring the whole setup down there, but I can definitely bring the phone down and live stream. But yeah, so when I'm not taking these $15 rides, these $11, $9 rides, is because you want to keep your playbook open for when your client lands, or when they got a friend that says, hey, man, we just landed. Do you know anybody who can come pick us up at the airport? Oh, I got a guy, Jeff. I have a driver. So they could text me. Hey, Jeff, we got somebody at the airport. Okay, cool. Wait a minute. Let me see if I got to make sure ain't nobody hit me up. All right. I always go through my phone every once in a while because I don't got notifications on. So I go through it to make sure. 3% acceptance on Uber. And that's why I said with PAX, it's going to be that type of app that you will want to be ready, because the money's going to be there. You got to be there. So if somebody comes through saying, hey, man, we need a ride. We're actually going from this airport and we got to go to this hotel, drop these people off into this airport, drop these to this hotel. That could be $100, $150 ride. Now, Uber might pay you $26 total. You're going to make $100, $150. You like, dude, how did I get $26? Because Uber took all the money. Uber took the money for the stop. They took the money for the ride, and you're going to get $26 to go a total of 20 miles. I went 20 miles. I got $26. Woo, that's $1 a mile. But they probably charge the people $5 to $6 a mile. So if they're charging $5 to $6 a mile to go 20 miles, that's $100 to $120, and you're getting $26 because you're getting $1 something a mile going, woo. On PAX, it ain't going to be like that. People going to land, hey, man, I already got my ride scheduled. My driver should already be here. Everything's good to go. Actually, he's cool with vaping too, Sean, so you can vape the whole fucking time if you feel like it. All right, bet. Land, pick him up. Hey, they know what I look like because they don't went to the website. They see my face. That's what he looks like. That's his car. Same mannerism, same tone of voice, everything. That's our guy right there. So you can't have a fake driver show up on PAX. It's impossible to have a fake driver show up. It's impossible to have an imposter driver show up. Because if you hear me on my interview on the website, you know it's me. It can't be somebody that looks like me and sounds like me. It's going to be me. So it's a much safer ordeal if you get, Jamil you book Jamil, but then Bighorn Kev shows up. You know that's not Jamil. Don't even sound like Jamil on it. You're like, wait a minute. And Bighorn Kev's like, yeah, motherfucker, yeah, hole in one. Like, shoot. All right, so the West Lot, yeah, everybody knows what the West Lot is. So if you're in Arizona, tomorrow at 12:30, hit the West Lot. I'll probably drop a live stream from over there, too. If I can get my ass up in it, I'll go over there and do a live stream from over there. 2 days straight with live streams? Are you out your mind? No, I'll do it. Let's do it. I'll do it. Like I said, you guys are taking care of me, so I appreciate that. I'm back. YouTube might not be taking care of me like they used to, but guess what? We're going to keep the buzzards floating, and the buzzards going to come back to check to see if we fucked up or not, and they keep boosting my channel, so I might have to post a fuck-up channel, a fuck-up video pretty soon to make the buzzards happy. I'm going to be like, oh, man, my engine just blew. Man, my transmission is out of my truck. The buzzards going to come around. Yeah, that's what you get. Yeah, and they find out it's the customer's fucking truck. Like, damn it, we got clickbaited. No, it's a transmission. I told you it's a transmission out, motherfuckers. Like, they mad as hell. Them buzzers be boozing. All you do is post some shit that we fucking up, and they gonna come. Them buzzers come straight out the sky. Dead body. Let's go pick at this dead body. But yeah. Oh man, we're gonna need some drivers out there too. It's like, yeah, Pedro, Jeff engine exploded. Yeah, that video gonna have 10,000 views on it, man. Oh yeah, let me put in here paxapp.io. That's King Jordan. I just put the website in there. Now on that website there, you can go check out Pax and what it's about. And I'm gonna tell people right now, there's no money involved. You don't have to pay anything to be on this app. Right? Because the app's going to come out in February 25. Right now, we're just signing people in to make sure that we can handle the load. Because once the website drops and the marketing campaign starts and is heavily marketed, we got to have drivers ready. We got to have drivers with cars that run, cars that are clean, drivers that are healthy, people ready to make that money. So the marketing campaign is about to start heavy. December is just us getting our horses in the stable right now. We know what's out there on the track. We already know what's on the racetrack. We're getting the horses in the stable right now. And I like I told people, this window of opportunity will not be open to everybody, because once the first 100 drivers hit and they're good to go and everything checks out and it's clean, you can't be the 110th driver, 150th driver saying, hey, I want to be in. The window already closed already. Study long, study wrong. If you ain't signing up and you ain't getting in, it's a chess move you can't play now. You fuck around, wake up, and you deactivate it off of Lyft or Uber. Then you like, man, I was trying to get on Pax. Pax is full. We already said we're not saturating that app. This is not Uber. This is not Lyft. We're not saturating that platform. And people have that Uber and Lyft mentality that just because it's an app, I can get on it. You can download it. You can get on it, but you ain't going to be approved to drive. This is not Uber and Lyft. We're not taking everybody to have 2,000 drivers with 200 damn riders. I mean, you $1,800, you 1,800 deals upside down, 1,800. So if we got 200-300 people using the app at any given time, plus those 200-300 riders are telling it to their friends about booking or using the app for like on-demand rides, you're going to need about 100 drivers on all sides of town to be able to take this. Because once the marketing campaign hits, once they start seeing how easily and how safe they can see it, they see me on the app. They don't just see my name, like my name and my ranking. Like when you go on the Uber app, and a driver comes, oh, he's a 4.93 driver, his name is Jeff, drives this car, this is his license plate number. You don't know shit about the driver. You can read a profile, but when you actually see the person talking, you see their energy, you can gauge yourself. You might say, you know what? I'm gonna book this guy. This guy, he seems cool. I like him. When we land, we got somebody cool taking us to the hotel, y'all. Good. We ain't got some old stuffy ass fucking crabby lady with her hat pulled down too fucking tight, where her veins sticking out her cheeks and shit, mad about us. Make sure you don't put your knees in the back of my seat, sonny. Like, man, why the fuck did we book this lady? We should have booked Jeff. Told you. Pax, told you. Because a ride, man, especially when you land at the airport, a ride can make you or break you. That ride can break your soul. You get in the car with the wrong person, you can be pissed off. You riding around all day, just like, man, why do we take that damn ride? Say some group was bragging about making $317, but when someone asks us about his mileage, oh yeah. Lost an Uber group, yeah. I made $317, but I went 700 miles. It's like, yeah, exactly. That's dumb shit right there. Motherfucker went 700 miles and made $317. Like, bro, that's not a flex. I'm sorry, but that's not a flex. That's some pigeon buzzard shit. That's not a flex. 341 in one day, but when someone asks about his mile, it was 365 miles. Exactly. There's no way to make $341. You should be driving. I was just about to say you should be driving 100 miles. See, Green Cobra, I'm gonna tell y'all, the motherfuckers on this channel are sharp. I was just about to say 100 miles. I was just about to say that. This is what tells you everybody on this channel was sharp. Green Cobra's already said it. I was just about to say, to go make $341, he should have drove about 100 miles. Man, we got some sharp drivers on this channel. These buzzards is pissed off, man. These buzzards are pissed off because they know how we drive over here. They know we ain't playing no games over here. We not over here, like that. That's a pigeon. That's a pigeon right there. And he's probably a buzzard circling around my channel. Can't wait till we get deactivated. Oh, yeah, I can't wait till they get deactivated for doing cash rides. Can't wait till they get deactivated for doing private rides. Probably a buzzard. And like I said, and most of them people on Facebook, they ain't nothing but buzzards anyways. Because they sit up there, they hope and they pray that you fail. We sitting there hoping and praying that we fix everything to make it better for you. Even back during the COVID years, when I used to try to tell people, make sure you research what you injected into your body. Make sure you research. I was doing that to help people, not to hurt people. I was saying that to help people. Make sure you research. Make sure you know that these people are liars. Research all these people that's telling you this stuff because they are known to run these type of programs. Research all these people. I was always telling people stuff to help them, not to hurt them. But these fucking buzzards, these haters circling around our channel. Oh, yeah, every time we say something, they be, oh, you're a conspiracy theorist. Oh, you. But when shit go wrong, they ain't nowhere to be found. Where them buzzards at now? They ain't nowhere to be found. When Congress has them hearings about how all these people was lying the whole time, they ain't nowhere to be found. See, buzzards only come around when you trying to help people and you doing right. That's when the buzzards come around. Because the moment when you turn out to be right, that you was actually right, that you are helping people, that if they would have took your advice, they would have been better off. Oh, the buzzards ain't nowhere to be found because the buzzards are here to fuck with people. They're here to hate on you. They're not here to help nobody. They're here to hate. Ask them, how have they helped? Well, I helped because what? What have you said that has helped anybody be better off? Name one thing, you fucking buzzard. Name one. They can't name nothing. All they do is hate and they spit rhetoric. They never say, this is how I help people. I did my homework. I did my research. This helped people better off. And this is how. Because all my friends that didn't take it, we're still alive. And we still have the exact same health we had before the pandemic hit. We're all healthy. Nothing's wrong with us. That's how we helped, because we listened to each other and we researched and we said, make sure you know what graphene oxide is before you put that shit in your body. We made research. We did research and we helped people. Buzzards, you can't even talk about COVID right now. They talked about that shit 24/7, 365 with shit running across our screens every day. If I even mention it right now, I'm a bad person. But wait a minute. Wasn't this the biggest pandemic in the life of the world or some shit like that? But yet I can't even talk about it now. If I talk about it, I'm a bad person now. But yet when you force fed us all that bullshit and misinformation, it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. But now that everybody knows it was bullshit, oh, we can't even talk about it no more. Oh, that's not a discussion we can have. We can't have that. Why not? Let's talk about science. No, we ain't talking about that. Because these fucking buzzards know they misled a lot of people. And that's what buzzards do. And like I said, I've always tried to help people, man. Always tried to help people. So also, I drive a Nissan piece of shit Versa, the cheapest car in North America. I don't know if that's the cheapest car in North America. It might be a Yugo. A Yugo is under a Versa. Exactly time to wake up. Conspiracy theorists, a.k.a. ahead of the curve. Yeah. Because we trying to help people, man. I tell folks, man, I be trying to help people out. I don't care if motherfucker don't take my advice or whatever, this and that, but don't be mad at me later. Mad at me later because I won't help you through a situation that you created for yourself because you didn't listen to me. Just like with poverty, it's motherfuckers out there that want us to donate to GoFundMe campaigns because they can afford tie rods and fucking lower control arms. I'm not paying for your shit because I told you how to have money. I told you what you needed to do to get money. Starting GoFundMes is not an insurance fucking policy. Starting GoFundMes is not how you get out of poverty. You starting to GoFundMe because you're in poverty. You should be able to blow an engine as a business owner. Any business that's out there should be able to blow an engine, lose a window, fuck up a door, and have money in the bank to say, let's get that door fixed. Either that or have some type of insurance. What up, nice boys win? But for business owners to be able to have that, there's some financial decisions they're not making. And the pigeons are telling them, you need to make financial decisions like us, the pigeons, the buzzards. What you need to do is just leave it on the app. If you don't like driving, drive even more, do 80 hours, take every ride, get a higher AR so you can get better rides. In the meantime, you beating your car up and you going deeper and deeper into debt, listening to fucking pigeons and buzzards, taking $15 rides is taking you 40 fucking miles because it helps your AR. It'll help your AR. Yeah, GoFundMe's are made by people who belong in W-2s. Real shit. It helps your AR. If you take this shit ride, your AR will look better. For who? For the pigeons? So I can brag to the pigeons all day? Hey, pigeons, look at my AR. I got low cancel, pigeons. Nobody give a shit about when you paying your rent. Do you go tell the motherfuckers who you owe rent to you got a high AR? No, because they don't know what the fuck that is. They have no idea what that is. They don't know what an AR is. They know what money is. When you run in business, know what money is. Because all this shit that these apps are throwing into your head, well, AR, CR, don't you want a free hot dog? Don't you want a free cookie? Then get your AR up, go down to 7-Eleven, pick up you a sugar cookie and a fucking hot dog. But you got to pay for the mustard. Like, yeah, exactly. It was like, GoFundMe. I gave up trying to help myself. It said, GoFundMe, I call it go fuck me. Go fuck yourself. Yeah. And that's what it is, man. And we finally got an app out here, PAX, that talks about the resisting poverty, fighting poverty, seeing what we can do to financially help people. And they're really going to have like meetings. We're talking about having meetings, financial advisory meetings, where we bring in a financial advisor to talk to anybody who wants to listen to a financial advisor for free. For free. The financial advisor comes in, sits down, goes over things like budgeting, forecasting, retirement. Uber and Lyft ain't sending that shit to no. They're not doing that. They hoping you stay stupid about money. Because the stupider you stay about money, the easier it is to take advantage of you. When you got an app saying, we want to help you become financially literate. So when you're in business with us, you stay financially literate. You build yourself to get out of poverty. Ain't no app saying that. Because apps want idiots. That's what they normally do it for. They're rider-based. They all want idiots to drive for them. When you have a driver-based app saying, we want to help drivers become happier and more lucrative so you can put that energy out there to riders. Get riders happy to even ride with you. The worst thing you can do is drive with a broke-ass driver around town all day. The horn don't work. The steering wheel only go right. Motherfucker got to keep making U-turns all the time. Turn signal only work one way. Headlights don't work, so they got to hurry up and be off the road before the sun go down. That's the last motherfucker you want to ride with. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, PAX is only in Phoenix like Hum. I'm telling you, man. I told people even when Hum came out, our laws here in rideshare are very, very liberal. They're very good. They're very good rideshare laws. If you want to know what your rideshare laws are in your state, always look on your state website. Look them up. Check them out. Because for all you know, you might be able to start a rideshare app. You don't even know that. People don't even know that because they're so reliant on Uber and Lyft being the gods of rideshare. I can't be Uber. I can't be Lyft. Ain't nobody trying to be that shit. I don't want to be another Uber. Why would you create two fucked up companies? I don't want to be another Lyft. We know what they about. They're about gaslighting people. They're about making sure it's run like a Ponzi scheme. Everybody's putting money into a thing. The only people making money are the CEOs, the shareholders, and the engineers. They're using the shit out of the drivers. Why would I want to start a company that hurts the economy of my local community? Why would I want to do that? Anybody trying to start another Uber or another Lyft, I wouldn't fuck with them. I wouldn't. Like, nah, man, this is just like Uber. I don't want to fuck with you. This is just like Lyft. I don't want to fuck with you. This is different from Uber and Lyft. How? Tell me how. Now I'm interested now. This is different from Uber and Lyft. Okay, tell me how. As an investor, you might want to invest in Uber and Lyft because Uber and Lyft is going to attract nothing but idiots and pigeons. That's who they're going to attract. People like me see the game on Uber and Lyft and say, all the money is not going to the people doing the work. Imagine all the people in the diamond mines digging up the diamonds are the brokest motherfuckers on the planet. All the people doing the work to dig up the diamonds are the brokest ones. All the people putting their lives on the line to dig up diamonds, dig up gold, they're the brokest people you'll ever find. Who do they give the diamonds to? The richest people. We are like diamond miners. We out here in this community picking up riders, picking up people who are willing to pay us, willing to give us $100 for this ride because they just gave it to Uber. They gave it to Uber. And now Uber's like, hey, we got $100 from this rider. Give that dude $24. That's diamond mining. Same shit in diamond mining. So if you're going to sit there and watch people who are doing all the work, doing all the dangerous work, all out here driving with strangers sitting behind us with knives and guns and belts and all kind of weird shit, they sitting behind us and we out here in the diamond mines doing all the dangerous work, but who's getting all the money? The people who run the diamond mine. And they're claiming, oh no, you guys are independent diamond diggers. You don't work for us. You guys are independent diamond diggers. You guys are digging because you feel like it. We ain't telling you to dig. Even it says that on their terms of service. We don't engage with you guys. We don't tell you guys to drive. We don't tell you to dig. You dig when you feel like it. Okay, if I'm digging when I feel like it, how come I can't get some wealth out of this diamond mine? I mean, I'm digging up diamonds. Hey, massa, I just found this 75,000 carat diamond for you. Here you go. You give the diamond to this motherfucker, and what do you get? Well, hey, man, here's a $5 Starbucks card, and here's a Sprite. Good job. Good job. Thank you. Man, I got a Sprite today. I got a free hot dog and a free cookie in the same day. It's like, okay. But that's what drivers look like. These motherfuckers look like that. And I'm like, yeah, I'm taking me some diamonds. So we out here getting our own clients. We getting our own diamonds. So when I say, hey, I need to pay some bills because I'm out here doing all of this hard work. I'm out here busting my ass, do all this hard work. Guess what? I would like some of these diamonds too. And when somebody tells me, well, you can dig up the diamonds, but you can't have no benefits of the diamonds, then why am I digging the diamonds up for you then? Why don't you get your ass down here and dig up the diamonds? Then you'll see how hard it is, and a lot of people won't do it. We can go find our own diamond mine. You're digging up diamonds and adds packs for golf every now and then. Exactly. It's like, I'm not going to be sitting up here carrying bags and driving in the middle of the night, going through potholes, damaging my tie rods, lower control arms, going in shady, seedy areas, giving up my opportunity to make money doing other things to do work for somebody who's not even, somebody got a 33% payout because we was talking about that today. Somebody got a 33% payout on a ride, 33%. Now, Pax is saying 65%, which is exactly double that, 66%. If they would have doubled the payout from what Uber paid them, that 33% would have been 66 if they would have doubled it. They took the 33%. I'm like, no, give me 65% of it. Give me 65%. We'll talk. There's drivers out here driving for 40%. Drivers out here driving for 25, 30%. And they're okay with it. They're okay with it. You tell them, hey, man, Pax is doing it for 65%. Oh, that's not enough. But you're doing it for 33% on Uber. What do you mean 65% is not? Motherfucker, are you mathematically challenged? You're doing it for 33%, but you saying 65% is not enough. You're doing it for 33%, but you're saying 65% is not enough. You're slow. You're mathematically challenged. I ain't never seen nobody drive for 33%, but say, no, 65% is not enough. But you doing it for 33%. I can't. Some people I just can't fuck with, man. I can't. I be trying, man. I be trying to talk to people, man. But it's like their brain, like their synapses in their brain is not connecting because they're saying something and I'm listening to them talk, but I'm like, are you listening to yourself? Yeah, I can hear myself speak. No, you can hear yourself speak because you got sound coming out your fucking mouth. Are you listening to yourself, like comprehending what you're saying? You're saying you're willing to take 33% from Uber, but you're not willing to take 65% of a higher paying ride from Pax. That's what you're saying. No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying 65% ain't enough. What did that ride just pay you? 33%. I rest my case, Your Honor. So I'm done. Yeah, exactly. See that right there? Denver Airport as a passenger. $85 for the ride. Driver got $31. That right there. And they be okay with that shit. Because if motherfucker told me $31 and somebody said, yeah, I paid 85. I'm like, we're going to make a chat right now. We're going to chat. I'll do it for $70. You just save 15. They might fuck around and say, you know what? Just take the whole 85. You gotta talk up your money. Talk up your money out there. And I know these fucking buzzers is on my channel. See, that's why you got deactivated. No, I got deactivated because one of you fucking buzzers tried to call on me. That's why I got deactivated. I've been doing this shit for a long time. And I don't get deactivated for it. Because when you know what you're doing, how you're doing it, how you're wording it, how you're selling your services out here in these streets, there's a way to do it. And half you raggedy motherfuckers don't understand how to do it. Which is why you're scared of getting deactivated and I'm not. It shocked me that I was deactivated, knowing that I do cash rides, knowing that I do conversions. It shocked me that I got me out of all fucking people. Me? I got deactivated? Shit, let me make a phone call. Sorry about that, sir. Sorry for the inconvenience. Don't worry about it. It happens. Because me? Oh, no. It's one of these fucking buzzards you might want to deactivate who don't know what the fuck they doing. That's why all these buzzards out here, oh, yeah, he got deactivated. No, I'm not like you. You don't even know how I do it. You have no idea how I do it. And it's not your fucking business. The 300, the way we do it, why do you think none of us are deactivated? Because we know what we're doing. We the 300. We know what we're doing. We know how we're wording it. We know exactly how to sell a ride, which people to sell to, when to sell a ride, when to take a good ride and say, hey, you know, I'll share some money with Uber and Lyft. This is a good deal. I'll share money with Uber and Lyft. We know how to do it. You fucking pigeons don't get it. Y'all don't get it. And y'all probably never will because y'all so much of a hater. They don't even have time to sit down and look at the game plan. Look at the chess moves we making. They don't even have that in their head. So they sit around all day hating on us while we stacking money. We over here, we good. We might have a couple of bad days. Like yesterday, I made like $52. People say, damn, you only made 52, but you don't know what I make some days. Some days I'll leave the house for maybe about 2-3 hours, sitting at $300, 2-3 hours. Private rides. I could leave my house for an hour and a half. Private ride, $300, hour and a half. That's no gas, no risk, no fuel, no nothing. And meanwhile, they out every day running a car into the ground, getting closer and closer to that $1,200 repair, closer and closer to that $3,000 repair. Every day they out there driving. Oh, I did 12 hours a day. Look at my Escalade. Got this thing on my dashboard that says engine hours. Now, engine hours is, to me, is more than mileage. Engine hours is for the whole time your engine is running. Engine hour only runs if I turn my truck on. So engine hours is sitting there idling. There was a guy that was on a live stream one time last year. He was on the live stream with us, listening to the live stream, listening to it, idling his car. He was listening to the live stream, idling his car, and his engine blew. On the live stream, he says, man, I just blew my engine. He emailed me pictures and everything. I was just sitting there idling, and I blew my engine. This was last year on the live stream. And he typed in a thing, hey, man, I cannot believe this. My engine just blew while I was just sitting there listening to the live stream. I ain't even driving. The engine is idling, and it just blew. Engine hours. So the more your engine is running, the more engine hours you got. I didn't drive a whole lot of miles. Guess what? I turn my shit off. Boop. I go sit in the parking lot. I can scout in the parking lot with my engine not running. Engine hours mean something. When them pistons going up and down, when you got those crankshaft bearings is getting lubricated, they flipping. You got all your accessories running. You got your crankshaft moving. You got your cams moving, timing chain, the guides and everything taking a beating. That's engine hours. All that shit. Motherfucker, I ain't driving that many miles. But you got your engine running 10, 12 hours a day. My engine might run an hour and a half today. And I'm making an hour and a half of what you ran your engine for 10 hours for. I ran my shit for an hour and a half, made the same amount. These motherfuckers are getting closer and closer to the most expensive repair they're going to have. Every dime they made in profit over the last 3-4 months now has to be dug up out of the fucking ground and given to a shop now. How much is that? $1,900. Damn, $1,900, man. Okay. This is right now I'm having to do Spark, and the orders I take are always a buck a mile both ways. There you go. Say, will you do multi-app and deliveries, Jeff? It depends on how much they're paying. I mean, if the money's good, I do it. Shit. If they say, hey man, we got this delivery going for $100, throw that shit in my car, I'll take it. I mean, I'll do anything that's for a reasonable amount of money when it comes to logistics. Hey, Jeff, can you take this envelope from here to there? $50? Cool, no problem. Not a problem at all. I'm not going to say no because that's a delivery. It's like, fuck that. It's the money. Is it good money? Then I'll do it then. It's like, other than that, no. It's only drive Japanese vehicles in Japan. Engines built to last. Yeah. And that's what it is. Like I tell folks, my Escalade's got 224,000. I rebuilt the transmission myself at 160,000. The engine will run forever. It's a big Vortex 6.0. The Jeep's got 259,000. I put another clutch on that thing at about 200,000, I think. About 220, 230. I put another clutch on it. So the clutch is 400 horsepower. It's good forever. Transmission solid. Differentials are solid. All my shit, I think they'll run 500,000 miles easily. I'm always going through my electrical, always going through my maintenance, always replacing belts. You got to keep it running. Got to keep it running. What up, driving the wheel? And I tell them, yep, full synthetic. That right there. And if people don't understand what full synthetic will do for your engine, it will make your engine last a lot longer because it can take higher heat and it's got different additives in it. So when you sit there and you use that conventional shit, it's like cooking with chicken grease. Your engine gonna fucking burn up at some point. Oh, yeah. Oh, I heard about that. Advanced Auto Park going out of business. Somebody said all the stuff's like half price off and everything. I'm gonna cruise through and check it out. But I'm trying to think of what tools do I need. I got so many tools. I'm like, damn, what do I even need? I got too much already. I got to go through my garage and get rid of some shit. But I definitely want to just cruise through and see. I might go buy oils, transmission fluids. If they're selling all that shit at half off, yeah, I'm definitely getting all of that. Yep. What up, Dennis? Yeah, if y'all not running synthetic oil, and I'm going to tell you like this, learn how to do oil changes on your own. I was just looking at, I'm going to see if I can find this. And it's funny that you said that, Time to Wake Up. I'm going to show y'all something about synthetic oil changes because a lot of people keep thinking, oh, well, I took mine to a shop and I told them to put in synthetic. Let me see if I can find it in here. Because when you see it, y'all going to be like, oh, shit. Like, yeah. Wait a minute. Where is it in here? I know it's in there somewhere. Where is it? Because I'm always going through information because I see things like this because I try to let people know exactly what's going on out there in the real world. Wait a minute. Is that it? Oh, yeah. This is it right here. Hold up for a second. I'm going to show y'all this right here. Share screen. Boop. Doop. Now this right here, I'm going to show y'all this right here. This is exactly what Time to Wake Up is talking about. This is exactly what he's talking about.
For Thanksgiving this week, you might tune up your car with a fresh oil change.
And you expect to get what you pay for, of course, when you go into the shop. But KXAN investigator Brian Collister found out that does not always happen here in Central Texas, Brian.
This is what you're talking about.
That's right here. This is synthetic oil. It lasts longer and it costs 3 to 4 times as much as just good old-fashioned regular conventional oil. Now, you can tell by just looking that you really can't tell them apart. That's why we went undercover in this hidden camera investigation, thanks to a mechanic who showed us that you don't always get the oil that you pay for.
Look at this shit.
This is indisputable evidence by a lab that shows that instead of synthetic, you gave us cheap conventional oil every single time, 6 times.
Like I said, I have no comment.
He got busted. He said no comment.
It's a ripoff.
Terry Withrow used to work here at this oil shop called True Balance in Round Rock for 4 months.
This right here.
They're telling you it's Castro or Mobil 1, and it's not. It's cheap oil.
And why are they doing that?
Yep.
It's money, profit, all for profit.
He says he took this picture of the high-priced Mobil 1 synthetic oil jugs that you see when you walk into the shop.
This is what they do.
What customers don't see is this picture. He says it shows a True Balance employee filling those same jugs with cheap regular oil.
Trying to tell them they're selling Dom Perignon and they're handing them a Miller Lite with Dom Perignon sticker on it. They're refilling a
fucking
full
Miller
synthetic
Lite
jug with regular oil.
Hey man, your oil change real quick.
So we sent our producer in undercover
This
to
shit's
get
funny.
his car's oil changed.
Yeah, I want to get the
The best you got.
Synthetics start off at $89.99.
This is crazy.
Okay. So we did the mobile one 530 synthetic for you. After tax $95.19.
$95, like you said, $100.
After
Who
the
said
oil
that?
change,
$100. Right here,
it's time
$100
to pull a sample of the oil True Balance put in our test car. Off to the lab. At Alcor Petro Lab, technicians
shit.
run the sample through scientific tests that will tell us what kind of oil we got. This is what Mobile One looks like. The blue line shows its chemical makeup, not even close to the red line showing the oil True Balance sold us.
Look at that. Look at that.
This isn't the only True Balance. It's a chain. We also go undercover and take samples at the other shops in Elgin, off North Lamar, and
This is
here
out
at
in Austin.
Slaughter and First Street in Austin, where this mechanic named Jimmy changes our oil,
Jimmy!
not just once, but on 2 separate visits.
Full synthetic? Excuse me? Full synthetic? What's that? Full synthetic. Oh, is that the best you got? Yeah. Okay.
Both times, Jimmy tells us we're getting top dollar synthetic oil.
Not a single sample you sent us performed in the manner that we would expect for the synthetic oils that were claimed on the
Look at
invoice.
that. Look at
Did you
that.
ever raise this
Look at
concern to them? And if so, what did they say?
Oh, we're only doing this for a little while. You know, just a little long. We're just starting up. We're fixing to go legit. Brandon Harris used to call it a lick. You know, he's making a lick. That's like street code for ripping them off.
Brandon Harris
We
is
got
the
licked.
owner of True Balance.
We got lit.
Terry says he tells employees to do this.
Hi, you Brandon?
How are you? How you doing?
Good. Brian Collister with KXN.
I
Hold
caught
up,
up with
hold up.
Harris at the
This
West
is
Slaughter
funny.
shop to ask what I thought was a pretty simple question for him to answer.
What kind of oil do you put in these cars?
What kind of oil in these cars?
You know,
We use oil the Mobile One vendor give us at the shop. How can I help you?
Would that mobile one that you put in the cars be
that's
synthetic?
funny shit.
I don't understand. Like,
To help him
No, I gotta stop that shit. That shit's funny as hell. You know a motherfucker lying when they go, what kind of oil you giving us? What kind of oil I'm giving y'all? Motherfucker, you heard the whole question because you just repeated it back. This is what kind of oil we using? Yeah, we use the kind that the vendor be giving us. What up, Glitch Dash, my brother? He was like, we use the kind of the vendor be giving us. Yeah, you got caught. Man. Glitch just said, I'm going live soon. That's what's up. Are you going live today at any time, Glitch? You going live today? Because I'm at about 2 hours. It's time for me to go. I got to make a run down the street. He says, what kind of oil? That's used peanut oil from Five Guys. That's basically what he could have said. He was like, what kind of oil we use? Motherfucker, you heard the question. Don't play stupid now. Don't play stupid. Hey, don't forget. Hey, Arizona drivers, tomorrow. Do not forget. Tomorrow, 12:30. We're meeting at 24th Street. We'll be out there with PAX. We're gonna try to go do a live stream out there with PAX tomorrow at 12:30 Arizona time. If you're in Arizona, we're on Arizona time. Don't be like, well, I thought you meant 12:30 Japanese time, motherfucking all. People be telling me that. Well, what time zone you talking about? They be emailing me that shit. What time zone you talking about? Motherfucker, where you think I live? Germany? I live in Arizona, so I'm talking about Arizona time. Like, what time zone you talking about? Motherfucker, Japan? I don't know. Alaska? Shit. Motherfucker, I live in Arizona, so I must be done my Arizona time. You think I know the time it is right now in goddamn Paris, London? I have no idea what time it is there because I don't live there. So why would I set up something on London, Paris fucking time? Like, oh yeah, man, 2:30 London time. Like, motherfucker, you don't live in London, you live in Arizona. Exactly. So all my time is apparently on Arizona time. People be cracking me up. Hey, what time you talking about though? Like, shit, I don't fucking know. Peoria, Illinois time, motherfucker. Who knows? Shit, I'm just making shit up. I know. Thought you live in Hawaii time. I'm gonna start doing it. I'm gonna start posting shit with different time zones on it. Saying today's video is gonna go live at 5:30 p.m. Saskatchewan time. They be like, "What time is it?" Oh, tomorrow I'm gonna go live tomorrow at 3:30 Bangladesh time. Like motherfucker. See, I'll be showing up at 12:30 a.m. I know where's. I know Jesse showed the fuck up empty ass parking lot over there. They said 12:30. That's just funny as hell. It's like, motherfucker, you didn't say AM or PM, so I just went at 12:30. I know it for real. They be killing me, man. It's like every YouTube channel should have like above their name or whatever, what city they're doing it from. It's like Phoenix, Arizona. Like, New York City, New York. It should say that above their name. So people know when you hear time on their channel, that's the zone that they live in. Because I highly doubt I will be calling somebody in Sydney, Australia going, hey, what time is it over there? Okay, cool. I'm going to drop a live stream tomorrow that time. Like, shit. It's like, I don't know, that's a good idea because nobody knows where we at. Nobody. I'm like, at least above our channel name, put what city we're broadcasting from. Like, what city you broadcast from? Phoenix, Arizona. Denver, Colorado. Tomorrow, from now on, all my live streams are on Denver time. I have no idea what time it is in Denver. So when I say 7 p.m., it's in Denver time. Man. Oh, yeah. So it's funny. They paid $100 for an oil full synthetic. I paid $40 for full synthetic and my oil filter, a good oil filter. Yeah. And that's what it is. When I get my big boxes of oil, I mean, it's 12 quarts in that big ass box. And I'm paying like $40 for 12 quarts. I could do like 3 oil changes with that. And I'm like, and I'll do those and I'll throw some additives in. Like I put my Lucas oil thickener in there, a little Marvel mystery oil to keep my shit clean or whatever. Use Can-Am filters. $100, but that means $300 for 3 oil changes is what they paying. $300. And for 3 oil changes, we're paying like $50 total, maybe with supplies and everything, $50. And they're paying $300. That $250 savings, that's less drivings you got to do. Way less driving you got to do. This is Denver. Yeah, because right now it's 12:42 right now in Arizona. So we're on the same time frame right now. So see, everything I'm doing right now is on Denver time. Everything I'm doing right now is ironically on Denver time. I'm taking it away from Arizona time. I don't want to do it on Arizona time. I'm doing this shit on Denver time. If it's 12:43 in Denver right now, that's the time frame I'm on. They're like, Jeff, what time is it in Arizona? It just so happened to be 12:43, but I'm not doing it on Arizona time. I'm doing it on Denver time. Say, Jeff, would you use cost oil synthetic? What's cost oil synthetic? I don't know what oil full synthetic. Most full synthetics that you actually buy, if you're buying something that's already like, if it's full synthetic and if it's like Costco full synthetic and stuff like that, they have to have it being full synthetic because they get it from the same warehouses. It can't be conventional oil. If it's in a full synthetic container, I would say 99.9% chance of you getting full synthetic because it's oil. Oil is oil. But not only do I use full synthetic, but I put additives in my oil as I'm doing it. Like I'll put about 4 quarts of oil in, but I always add my 1 quart of Lucas oil thickener because I want it to stay up on my camshafts. I wanted to stay up on the cams up top. I wanted to stay like on my lifters and everything. Because if you have too much watered down oil, it's going to take a while for the pump to get all that shit back up to the top again when you start the car. But if you use, some type of oil thickener, it keeps it thick like molasses. So you're still going to have oil residue that gravity won't pull all the way back down to your oil pan. It's going to stay up in the tops, keep everything from being metal to metal. Because once it's metal to metal and you keep doing starts, especially with these start-stop engines, everybody's got the start-stop engine who's running, this is Nigerian time. Everybody with the start-stop engines who's running really watery oil, just think if you sit at the stoplight and all your oil drains back down to the pan, not even all of it, but it's just too watery to remain at the top because gravity is pulling it down. You want to use some type of thickener because that start-stop is going to keep beating up your lifters. It's going to beat up your all your cams. All that shit at the top is getting beat up because your oil is so thin. It just is watering, like dripping right back down as you sit at the stoplight. You add thickener to it, it keeps that oil in position long enough as you're sitting at the light. It's keeping it up there, and it's like, and it's all good. It's all good, and it's like, man. Say, would you use Costco Kirkland brand full synthetic oil? Like, oh yeah, I would. As long as it's synthetic, it's good. Say, Valvoline Restore and Protect, best oil to keep your engine clean. Yeah, that's it. This is what up, Jeff. Told you it was a router report that you. Yeah, right. Oh, Chino, you didn't see the latest video. Apparently, you didn't see it, Chino. That's funny shit. I kicked the shit out them buzzers, man. All them buzzers that came to my channel, I was saying, it was a rider. When I dropped the video after that, you see the haters ain't on my channel no more because I showed exactly what happened in that second video. The video showing me be deactivated That's got almost 5,000 views on it. The haters love that shit, man. Exactly. They love that shit, man. The haters was loving it. They was eating that up. They were like, man, they finally got you, man. They fucking got you. And all of a sudden, what happened? I dropped that other video. Them buzzers was gone. Hey, Chino, they took off, man. They took off. That shit was funny. They were like, well, damn. So you telling me, yeah, all that shit y'all was saying, man, I was dying laughing, man. I was dying. They were on the professor's channel talking shit. They were on the professor, man. They were talking all trash, all like they really knew everything. They were talking like they had the fucking cliff notes to the situation. They were talking like they knew everything. Oh, I know exactly what happened. I know this is what happened. He finally did a ride and got caught. Yeah, he got caught. Finally, yeah, I'm glad he got caught. Then they found out I wasn't even driving. It was like, wait a minute, he wasn't driving? I told you motherfuckers in the video I wasn't driving. I told y'all in the hater video I wasn't even driving. I was asleep. So how am I driving? And someone said, well, it could be somebody from a long time ago reported you. Highly doubt it. The ironic part is that somebody on one of my videos said, I'm calling Lyft on you about doing cash rides. I said, go for it. Knock yourself the fuck out. Call. They called. And it's like 1 + 1 is 2. He said he was going to call to try to report me. I said, call. The next day I was deactivated. I removed his comment and blocked him already. I was deactivated. And I just woke up and said, Lyft, do me a favor. Look at my account. I got to go make breakfast and shit like that. Y'all can just check out my account. So, and I told him, I said, I'm on YouTube. I got a lot of haters on YouTube. Check my account. You will clearly see exactly what happened. They said, sorry about the inconvenience. I said, no problem. It's all good. I'm going to go make me some breakfast. Just let me know. And that was it. I was done. I was done. That shit was funny as hell, man. That shit was funny. And all them haters, man, all them haters, they disappeared. That video was almost 5,000 views. The video about how I busted their ass out, it did normal because they didn't want to hear that. They didn't want to hear that. I told people, this is how you can tell I got buzzers on my channel. Because when you put a video about something bad happening to me, and you get this many buzzards running up on my channel going, ooh, go look at this video, dog. It happened. He got it. Yeah. Look. Go look. And look what happened. What happened? All they ass got pissed off. They even more mad. I even had people just, unsubbing me like crazy. They was pissed off. They really wanted me down. And I'm glad they ass was gone because I don't need that shit energy on my channel. We over here building something. We over here doing something. We trying to elevate and we trying to go somewhere. So for a hater to jump off my channel, trust me, you making my day. I made y'all day one day. I gave y'all motherfuckers a platform. I gave y'all a way to speak and let your hate fucking just radiate. I gave y'all a whole video for that shit. And then to come find out that shit wasn't true, well, it was true, but it was kind of old. And they got pissed off, man. They got pissed off. Oh, yeah, when you walk to an establishment, they refer to you, they say, hey, it's fair share in the house. What's up? And I'm sitting there like cracking the fuck up, laughing. Yeah. This is what's your oil change routine with the Expedition? I think I changed my Expedition. I do oil every 10,000 miles in that. I've only done one oil change. I bought it with 80,000 miles on it. I changed it at 90. I'm at like 93. So I got 7,000 more miles to go before I change my oil again. I do the same thing in a Jeep. All my cars. The only thing that I changed with less intervals is the BMW because I think it flips at 8,000 or 9,000. When I hit 8,000 miles between oil changes, the light comes on and says oil change soon. So it's either 8,000 miles or 9,000. I don't know what it is for that Beamer, but none of my shit goes 3,000. All mine you got to go at least 8,000, 9,000. Now my supercharger, I change my supercharger oil every 4,000. So my supercharger oil is it's not that expensive, but every 2 supercharger changes is 1 oil change because I do the oil in my Jeep at about 10K. Oh no, 10K, bro. If you use synthetic, let me show you what synthetic does. You got to know what synthetic oil change interval. All right. So here we go. Let me see. Show more. Let me show you what, because I don't think you have researched synthetic oil. When you do synthetic, here's your synthetic oil change right here. Like if you own a car that runs on synthetic oil, you're probably wondering how often do you change synthetic oil? Depending on the type of car you have, most synthetic oils last between 7,500 and 15,000 miles. And somebody says, is it okay to change oil with 10,000 miles with synthetic oil? Synthetic blends and fully synthetic varies can last 5,000 and up to 10,000 miles between oil changes. So 3,000 miles, you're changing your oil way too early. In my opinion, you changing it, you're wasting money. You're basically trashing good oil. You're trashing good oil. If you're only putting 3,000 on full synthetic, you got 7,000 miles to go. You can go up to 15,000 before it's kind of like loses its viscosity. I only go 8,000 to 10,000, still full viscosity, not dark like fucking coffee, none of that. So if you're changing that 3,000, you're throwing away brand new oil. So research synthetic oil, research why it's not conventional. If you got conventional, you probably should do it every 3,000-4,000. You should probably do that. But if you're running synthetic for 3,000, you're wasting money because the shit's more expensive. And then it lasts 3 times as long as conventional oil. Research it. I use full synthetic mobile one, but driving rideshare puts a lot of engine hours on and adds up to 30 miles an hour. Oh yeah, I don't do that. When I run, you can see when I drive my car, and a lot of people know how I drive, and I talk about engine hours. My car doesn't run. If I'm not driving for somebody, I'm sitting by Jack in the Box. I'm walking around parking lots. I'm sitting, kicking it anywhere by Taco Bell, just waiting for a ride to ping. My engine is not running. Because if you're going to run your engine and keep running it while you're not even going nowhere, or if you're driving around waiting on a ping, you're wasting miles, you're wasting engine hours. Your car should not be moving. I can drop people off at their hotel, and I will drive into that hotel parking lot, park my shit any way I want to, because I'm not going to be there long. So I don't need to find a parking spot. I can park sideways, lateral, diagonal, whatever I want to do. I turn that shit off. I start washing it down. You can ask my man, who's that? Billy Proctor. He saw me before sitting on the side of the road. I mean, Matt see me sitting on the side of the road before. Everybody catches me sitting on the side of the road because I drop somebody off and I park. And when I park, I just start wiping my car down. Why am I driving around looking for a ping? We have Wi-Fi. Our phones have Wi-Fi. So you don't have to be driving for your phone to work. It has Wi-Fi. So you can park your car, not drive nowhere, leave your phone on Wi-Fi. If a ride is in your area, you're going to get it. So you don't got to drive. So it's like, shit. Say, what if it's freezing, you need the heat? Then let it run. Shit, let it run. That's cool. It's like sometimes in the summertime, I used to run my AC. I didn't always turn it off, but if I wanted to turn it off and wipe my car down, I wouldn't leave my car running as I wiped it down. And because I have clean cars, I don't have like just basic cars. I got a black fucking car. You got to keep it clean. You got to wipe that shit down. So I'm always keeping the dust off of it. Even with the orange Beamer, it's got wider wheels on it. So with the wider wheels, when you're going through water, it's put shit on the side of the car. I don't want to pull up to nobody in an orange car with watermarks going all down my car. So I pull into a parking lot, get out my sprays. I clean all the watermarks and all the dust off my cars. Man, when I'm out in the streets, I'm working. I'm making money when I'm working. And now it's to the point where I do private rides. So I don't even have to be out that long. I take somebody to the airport and I come back home because I live by the airport. I just park my truck, done to my next thing. It's like, that's it. This is going live on Uber time. Real shit. I idle my car for AC when it's over 95 degrees. Other than that, I use my USB power fan to keep me cool. Yeah, because and like I said, a lot of people don't understand when you beat your car up and you drive it into the ground, you got to make a lot of money. So if you don't make a lot of money to keep, paying for all these repairs, you have to protect your vehicle. You got to protect the engine. You got to protect the transmission. Your car don't know none of that shit. You got to protect it. And there's a lot of people driving around in cars thinking, well, all I got to do is put gas in it and change the oil. They're beating these cars up. Because when it comes time for, new struts, why do I need new struts? Because you driving around looking for pings all day. We got Wi-Fi. You don't even have to drive and a ping will come to your phone. So it's like, nope, sit back, kick back. Well, yeah, I know Jeff knows this, but folks, remember the winter, warm your car up at least a few minutes, especially for the transmission. Cold transmission will shift prematurely to age your tranny. Yep. This is, I'm an old buzzard. Why are you insulting me like that? Buzzard beaters. Oh, yeah. And I do that a lot. And see, with Ford engines, anybody who knows about the cam phasers, Fords have these cam phasers that are at the top. So what you do is you let your car run. If you don't have the aftermarket, they got the They got the OEM cam phasers. Then they got the aftermarket cam phasers. I don't have the aftermarket. I still got OEM, but I'm going to go get the aftermarket. I got them on my eBay watch list. They're like $90 a piece, I think. But what they do is they rattle a little bit on engine start. So Ford engines, the 3.5s, they'll rattle like, you can hear like a chain rattle. That's because the cam phaser has a little wear space. It's wear, like they should be locked, but there's a little wear back and forth. So until the oil gets inside of the cam phaser, the rattle's going to be there for about a good probably 30 seconds, 20, 30 seconds. You're going to hear that little, and then it just goes away. So you can drive all day and not hear it. But in the beginning, the oil has the pump. It has a pump up to the top, get into the phasers stop rattling. But once you get, like I said, once I get the aftermarket ones, I don't have to worry about that problem. But I still warm my cars up, get everything lubricated before you take off. Because if you don't, you start having transmission start shaving parts down, because you've got, your drive, you got your rods and everything in there. You got your steels, you got your clutches, you got everything in there, and it's all, the gears are interlocking. And if they're not lubricated and everything's interlocking and grinding, that's metal to metal with no lubrication. That's like sandpaper. So you got to always do it. Always do it. Hit a melting oil pump too. Yep. Is it the CVTs hate being cold? I drive easy for the first 15 minutes. Yeah, because the CVT operates, the transmission goes in and out like this, because it puts the band on real thin, and then it elongates. So the band it's almost like it stretches to make the band go to higher gears. So you got the two cones that are on the CVT, the two cones are completely cold. They're not warmed up yet because nothing's been done yet. So you got cold steel, cold aluminum inside of that transmission. So you drive easy for the first 10, 15 minutes, and that kind of warms up those two cones inside of that CVT transmission because it expands. Now, if it contracts, because cold contracts everything, you're going to probably prematurely wear it out. Let the aluminum expand a little bit, and that way it helps. So you're doing it the exact right way. You don't want to just start a car up and start beating on it, flying around town, picking people up. No, don't do that, because you beat a car up a lot quicker, and you wonder, man, why is my engine ticking? Why is my transmission slipping? Why is this and that going? Because you got to let that fluid do work. There's a reason why that pump has to pump, get everything going. And it's like if you run a pool pump dry, it's going to burn your pump out, because it's not made to run dry. It's made for fluid to be part of the cooling system of the pump as well. So it has to fluid. And then you start driving. Yeah, they just drive around. They don't want to get any savings when their cars need to get fixed. Yeah, I do not beat up on these cars, man, at all. See, I do not move until the RPM starts dropping, which means the engine is 120 degrees. Yep. Because you got to, man. You got to. And it's people that know machines. When you know machines, you understand. When people warm up their tires on motorcycles, people drive and they do like this. They start, because you got to warm up all the rubber up. The whole tire has to be warm up. So you're dipping your bike back and forth to warm that tires up, to get that compound heated up, because that compound, when it's cold, it's contracted and it's not gummy enough. So you got to keep warming your tires up, going back and forth. Race cars are the same way. When you see them on a track doing like this, they're making sure they're getting the edges right around the edge of the tires, because they need to jerk back and forth real fast, because that's what the car is going to do as it's turning. So you're warming up that as much as that tire as you can before you get to really going. Driving on cold tires is not going to be good. So it's like, man, this is, how's your 1080R? I get rough shifts every now and then. Then I think for scan. Oh yeah, I'm smooth. If you're getting rough shifts, this is what you do, Chino. Run your car for about, let's say 45 seconds. Let it run for 45 seconds. Put it in reverse. Hold on your pedal for a while. Just hold on the brake pedal. Put it in reverse. Go to neutral. Hold it for about 30 seconds. Go to drive, 30 seconds. Go all the way down your tree. Each one for about 30 seconds. Then go back to just reverse. Don't go back up the tree. Just go from all the way down to one. Go back. Sit in reverse for about another 30 seconds. Put it in park. Climb up under the truck. Next to your transmission, you'll see the dipstick. It's a 19 millimeter thing right on your passenger side. There's a 19 millimeter stud that's about this big. And it's at the top. You just 19 millimeter. Crank it. You only got to crank it once, and now it's loose. Unscrew it by hand. When you pull it out, there's a dipstick attached to it. See where that dipstick is. You can wipe it off real quick, and just don't put you can take it out of the cap. You can take it out of that stud. So when you pull it out of the stud, you have this little white dipstick in your hand by itself. Put it in the top of the 1080R, just put it in there and lift it back out. If you have no transmission fluid on it, that's why you're getting hard shifts. Your transmission fluid should be probably close to about 33 to 40% up of that dipstick from the bottom. If it's not 30 to 40% up from the bottom, if it's all the way at the bottom, you have no transmission fluid. And this is what happened when I first bought this truck. When I was driving it, I felt it slip. I was going up a hill and I felt it slip. I was like, why is this transmission slipping? I mean, I ain't even put like 300-400 miles on it. So I'm like, man, this is crap. I was like, shit. Oh yeah, it's bumping, man. So I was like, why in the hell is this thing slipping? So I brought it home and I went down my tree, back up, left and reverse, put it up, pulled out the dipstick. It was bone dry. There was not it was sitting flat in my driveway, flat, bone dry transmission. So when Chevy sold me this Ford, they did not do any maintenance on it. They didn't do any maintenance check. Anybody could have checked that and said, dude, this shit has no transmission fluid in it. They got that truck in, they washed it, and they fucking sold it. That's what they did. I already swapped out my front brakes and rotors because when I would stop sometimes, they use those cheap ass OEM brakes. And I would stop and I could kind of feel a little play in the steering wheel every time I stop. I changed out my rotors and pads. It's smooth as shit. You stop and it's smooth. And that's how it should. The truck is too big. So when you stop and you're going around the corners, you stop and you're doing this, you're eating into that front rotor. You're eating into those pads with that cheap shit. So when I would stop, I would feel a little shaking. Changed them out, shaking went away. Like I said, and within a week of me buying the truck, I already had rear struts on there because I would go down and I did a video about the rear struts. I would go down the highway and you could just feel it floating like this. So when Chevy sold me that truck, they either never test drove it or they never ran through it. So when I bought it, I went through everything. I started ordering parts almost the day I had it. I was like, this shit floats down the highway. Ordered all new rear. The rear is solid now. You hit a bump, it's like whoop, and it stops. When I first bought it, that shit was like a basketball. It was like this. It's going on the highway. Like, what the fuck? I'm like, ain't no struts back there. It's sitting on springs. So I was like, shit. When I was at the airport going up that little hill and I felt the slip, I was like, holy shit. That's a slip. That's a transmission slip. The engine was good. That was a transmission slip. Man, they never did any maintenance on my car at all, period. So I did all the maintenance on it. It's a solid truck now. I can drive that shit anywhere. Did my oil change. I did my transmission fluid change. I dropped the pan, got rid of all the black shit, got rid of the filter, put all new stuff in there. Truck is solid now. But I know when I buy a car and it's a used car, do not even think they did anything to it. Even if they said they did something to it, check them. Because there should have been no way that I bought that truck from an actual Chevy dealership. This wasn't some little baby side lot sitting on the side of the street, some little mom and pop shit. No, this was an actual Chevy dealership, an AutoNation Chevy dealership at that. AutoNation, big super dealership. And they got this Ford in the trade-in. They should have went through that Ford. They could have sent it across the street to the AutoNation Ford and said, hey, can y'all do us a favor and go through this? They never went through that truck. I went through it myself. Luckily, I know how to go through shit. Went through it myself and found out this thing ain't got no transmission fluid in it. It had transmission, but not enough to keep reaching the pump the whole time. If you go up a hill, it wasn't reaching the pump. Because as soon as you go up a hill, you can feel it slip a little bit like, oh, like what the fuck was that? Like that was like the transmission. That wasn't the engine because I'm on the accelerator and it's like, oh, what the hell? So I was like, man, yeah, they can come through lower from the factory, but I bought this in 2024 and this is a 2019. I doubt this motherfucker still factory. But it's like it's probably got a lot of shit that they didn't do to it. But it's only got it only had 80,000 miles on it when I bought it. So they never did any transmission service whatsoever to it because it didn't hit 90,000 yet. So they did no transmission service to it whatsoever. But when you get something like that, the first thing you do with almost any car, even with the Beamers out here, I got my transmission stuff for the yellow Beamer. I mean, the orange Beamer in the garage now. I'm getting a transmission stuff for the white Beamer probably this week because I'm just going to drop both pans, go through everything, replace seals, gaskets, O-rings, whatever I want to do because I can. I mean, it don't have to do it, but I'd rather do it before I tear these transmissions up than not spend, $70-80 on a little thing. And I got to turn around and now spend, thousands or hundreds of dollars to fix the transmission when I could have just spent 70 and 80 to maintain it, to make sure all my fluid got to where it should have been. And the same thing with that truck. If I would have kept driving that truck, letting it slip, it would have hit one time, stripped out some gears. I would have had to drop it down. Man, it would have been a nightmare. It would have been a nightmare. This is car lots, even the large ones that are so-called reputable or notorious for turning vehicles back out for sale without any servicing. Oh yeah, they did that to me, Gizzy. That's what they did. That's what I'm guaranteeing they did it. Because it was in my driveway within a matter of days. I don't have leaks. There's no leaks on this transmission whatsoever. No leaks at all. There's nothing on the dipstick when I pulled it. I got this thing in park, engine running. I get up under there, pull the dipstick, wipe it off, put it back in there, pull it out. It's bone dry, white, no pink on it whatsoever. No, nothing. It's bone dry. It should be something at least on the tip of the dipstick. Nope, that shit was bone dry. It didn't even reach the fluid. Even going up, nope, didn't even. And it would have took them 2 seconds to say, oh shit, there's no fluid in here. They could have pumped the quart in there and been cool with it. So I said, since there's none in there, I know this shit probably got cooked over time. So I just dropped the whole pan, got rid of all of it, started over with fresh fluid. They don't even, like I said, they just turn them back out. They don't put no money into it. It's $0 investment. They get you to buy it. And well, you can get the service package. No, you don't want no service package. Because what they're going to do is sell you a $500-$600 service package and not do the service. You better off using that $500-$600 over the next year. Find the shit you want. I bought rear struts for about $200, put those on, did my own transmission shit, did my front brakes and rotors. So I probably spent about $500 on this truck already. But I got all new transmission fluid and filter. I got all new front brakes and rotors. I got new rear struts. So that's my $500 right there. I would have gave them $500 and they would not have even touched it. They would not have touched it. So I was like, nope. He charged retail prices. Cars should get serviced properly. I know it, man. I know it. And it's like, they don't want me to be a service dealer because I'm a people person. And I'm somebody who don't want to see somebody broken out in the middle of the night. Now, had I not knew how to work on cars, and when I felt that transmission slip when I first bought it, I was like, damn, that's not the engine. The engine was good. That's the transmission slip right there. So I took this shit home. I ain't even take another ride then. I said, let me take it home real quick. So I took it home, let everything cool down, went through it the next morning. Yep, time to change fluids. But luckily I had other cars so I can go do all the work I need to do to get shit. Oh yeah, that's their rationales. Any work on the vehicle cuts into the profits they made on it. Yep. And they make sure that if you bring it back, they're going to charge you for something that's not under warranty. Oh, no, that's not up under our warranty. That's not under. You get a 30-day warranty, a 90-day warranty. And the first thing people do when they buy a car is they take it right back to where they bought it from. That's just instinct. Well, I bought it from you guys. I'm going to bring it back to you guys. That's instinct. But what they going to do? Oh, well, it's out of the warranty period. Oh, the warranty don't cover that. Tell you what, we're going to fix it all for you for this much. So they just made money on top of them when they knew they neglected it. They knew they neglected it. So they're going to just make money on it now. We didn't do any service on it. We sold it straight out. And now we're making money on service, man. Damn, it's shoot fish in a barrel. It's like, yeah, it make no sense today to buy a car brand new. These companies don't want to make money off the sales. They make all them off service. See, Sergio, I was just saying that. Shooting fish in the barrel. I don't even see your comment. You already know the game. Shooting fish in a barrel. They making money off of service. We gonna sell you a car. We just kick back and wait till that shit come back. Shooting fish in the barrel. Because what they gonna do? They gonna bring it right back to where they bought it from. I was saying this. I hadn't even seen your comment yet, and we saying the same shit because we know the game. We know how it works. And it's like it ain't like it's too hard to see. You just gotta have common sense, and you realize everybody who's taking their car to service. These are all newer cars, all nicer cars, ended up in service. When you look at the older cars, the nice ones, they're not in service. You could just do it right in the driveway. You could switch the starter in 10 minutes. Starter's in. Damn, what happened? And I love working on Chevys because the bolts go up. So if you could take out the 2 bottom bolts, starter drops straight down in your hand. You just unhook the battery, unhook the power cable, take the little clip off the negative. You got 2 bolts. Hit them with the power drill. It drops straight down in your hand. Forward, that should be having 3 bolts. You can't get to them. You need an extension with a bendy extension. And you got to get your arm like this, your hand like this, your head fucking sitting up on the tire like this. And you're like, motherfucker, come on. I just got to get this one last bolt out. Hate working on Fords, man. And I got one. Ford makes shit hard as hell, man. It's like, no. It's like, look at that. I buy a new car every 4 years. Honda rules, man. I'm looking for a Honda right now. I'm trying to find a little stick shift Honda. I'm gonna get a little stick shift beater Honda for my son so he can cruise in it. And everybody like, what about the Beamer? I don't know, man. I drove that Beamer. Woo! That thing it's fast. That thing's fast. That Beamer's got, I mean, that thing RPMs at 5,000 and it grips and it goes. I don't think that car is made for a 16-year-old kid. I just don't. I drove it myself and I know it can get out of hand. That car can get out of hand. And I'm like, man, to give it to a kid who's never owned a car before, who don't understand horsepower, don't understand how to turn, to just drop a BMW in their fucking lap, you're going to show up at a funeral within the next year. Guaranteed you're going to be at a funeral. It might even make it a year. It's like, shit, 6 months later, hey, Jeff, this is the highway patrol calling. Like, what happened? Oh, yeah, your son with that little Beamer you gave him. Like, oh, shit. Yeah, so I think I told him, I said, you know, eventually we're going to get you something like that, but you need some experience. Steering, stopping, turning, you need some experience. But it's like, nah. Yeah, say my 2013 M6 will be my son's when he turns 17, I think. Hey, if you want to go to an early funeral, make sure you take out a life insurance policy on him. Because one of the best drivers in New York, one stock F30, one of the best drivers in New York, one of the best drivers probably in the country, races everybody, smokes everybody. He just died, a month ago? He died a month ago in a 240i, BMW 240i. One of the best drivers you're going to see out there. Dude can handle a car. He can roll a car. He can do it. Well, I use the middle, whatever the middle gas is. But this dude, his car was so fast, man. He wrecked, I think, 2 or 3 of them before. He wrecked about 2 or 3 of those Beamers before, because those little engines, man, they produce a lot of horsepower. And once you start doing more work to them, getting them tuned and adding more to it, these things are like miniature land rockets. You couldn't beat that little 240. It was a 240i. You couldn't beat it. This dude was smoking everything on the street with a little bitty ass Beamer. So yeah, so that's why I say I think he's going to need to drive for a full year on another car before he can even think about driving it. And that's the thing. It is, man. It's like when you start getting into these small, German cars, these small Japanese cars, you start adding air induction. When you start doing tuning in them, and you start doing, fuel injectors and all that, you're messing with the engineering of them. You're making them more, they can handle a lot of horsepower. They can already handle the power. You're making them more powerful. You're putting them at the level of performance of what they can normally do. So they make them commuter level, but you can make them race level by adding race level shit to it. And the engine can take it. It can take it. But if these kids don't have the ability to handle that much horsepower, that much torque, you're basically signing a death warrant for these kids. Because like I said, even the best drivers out there, the best drivers, these cars get out of hand. They're fast cars, especially when it's an all-wheel drive. All-wheel drive is different from rear-wheel. Rear-wheel drive, you can sort of use the front wheels to be a rudder. It's like you got a rudder in the front of the boat. So if your rear wheels are spinning you out, you just turn your front wheels the opposite direction, like, and you can kind of fishtail and do fun shit. You can drift. You can do fun shit like that. But when you have an all-wheel drive, you're getting pushed and pulled at the same time. So you're getting, imagine somebody standing behind you, pushing you from behind. Now imagine 2 people standing in front of you, pulling you as the person behind you is pushing you. So you're getting pulled and pushed at the same time, which means that's a lot of power. That's a lot of power. And you got to control the push and the pull at the same time with the experience you got. An all-wheel drive car it's crazy, man. Like I said, and I drive this little, 330, and that's all-wheel drive. When I first started driving it, I even made a video on my channel, and I said when I was on the highway, I was right here on the 10, and I punched it on the 10, and I came home and made a video, and I said this little car is squirrely as hell. So for this, oh crap, yeah, man, I've been on here for almost 3 hours. Yeah, but I punched that thing on the 10, and I mean it was like, because the front wheels were grabbing and pulling me. So I'm fighting the pull, but the push was shooting me down the highway at the same time. So I'm like, that thing's like dancing on ice skates. I'm like, oh shit. So then I changed all the wheels out, did everything, reset everything. So now when I punch it, it's at least manageable. It's like, it's a little bit. But when I first did it, it was like, oh shit, this car is out of control, because it's an all-wheel drive. And it's not like driving a rear wheel. With a rear wheel, your wheels are just kind of like guiding you, not pulling you. There's no power to it. It's just guiding you. This all-wheel, man, it's a whole nother. That's why when you look on videos of these Beamers, these little M packages and stuff like that, all these videos you watch, and you're like, how did this dude hit a pole? How did this dude go over the curb? How did this dude hit a tree? Because they weren't used to driving an all-wheel drive. You turn that corner, because they would turn a corner and punch it. When your wheels are turned, that means you're going to whichever direction your wheels are aiming really fast. The back wheels are pushing you, front wheels pulling you, and you don't even have time to whip it back around. You don't even have time. And by the time you whip it around, now you went from shooting at that pole to hitting that pole. And you're going to hit a pole. It's like, man. So, Jeff, you're telling me if you become a content creator on YouTube, they're going to report you to YouTube or Uber or Lyft? They can if they want to. Anybody can report you. All they got to do is find a way how. They can call, lie, bullshit. They can do whatever. Somebody can call your job. Somebody can call your W-2 right now. If you have a W-2, somebody can call your W-2 right now and report you doing something to them in the store. Hey, I was just at Walmart today, and yeah, your employee, Jeff, he cussed me out in the parking lot, man. He straight cussed me out. What? Yeah, his name's Jeff, and this is what he looked like. He cussed me out. Oh, really? Well, we'll talk to him when we get there. They found out, Jeff, where are you at? Oh, man, I'm in San Diego at Knott's Berry Farm, and I got the kids and everything. Oh, yeah, because somebody just called and said you just cussed him out in the parking lot. I'm at Knott's Berry Farm right now, man. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. See? But if I would have put I was at Knott's Berry Farm on my videos, a hater would know, well, he's at Knott's Berry Farm right now. I can't call on him right now because he's at Knott's Berry Farm right now. Let me wait till he gets back to work, and then I'll call on him. That's what the hater forgot. The hater who reported me thought I was driving Lyft. I ain't drove Lyft in a while. I drove their ass like yesterday or the day before. I can't even remember now. I don't drive Lyft. But the haters thought that because I post videos of Lyft shit. Most of the videos that I even have in my phone, if you listen to some of the dates of what I'm saying as I post, I used to put the dates on there. Now I might say Thursday. I might say this and I might say the time. Shit ain't even the right day. This is old ass content in my phone. So a lot of people, but it's good content because it explains the logic of how I'm doing shit as I'm out doing it. So I'll post a ride along. The ride along could be from 2 fucking weeks ago. Haters don't even know that. These motherfuckers been thinking I've been driving Lyft this whole time. So they call. But see, I don't tell people that. I'm just telling y'all that on live stream because I know the haters ain't on live. The buzzards ain't on this live stream. So for them to sit there and see me post content, to see me post me driving Lyft or driving Uber, they don't even know what date that is. There's no dates on our screen. Sometimes, I mean, if I go to a thing and it has a date at the top, you can see the day at the top. But look at the day I posted it versus the day that I actually did the video. You be like, oh shit, this shit was like 3-4 days ago. But the logic was good. The game is good of what Uber and Lyft is trying to do to me. But it don't mean I drove yesterday. It just means I posted the video. Sometimes I have a video scheduled for a week from now, scheduled 2 or 3 days from now, scheduled later today. The video's already scheduled. So I don't change the schedule. I just let it run. Like, fuck it, let it run. Well, you ain't gonna change it? Nope, let it run. It's content already sitting there. YouTube knows it's sitting there. They'll already add all the ads they want to add to it. They'll do shit they want to do to it. It'll run. And it's like, man. So I mean, I initially thought it was a rider who reported you. Oh yeah, but see, that's the thing. And I told people on the video, when I dropped the video, I told people on that video, because I don't bullshit people. I don't bullshit nobody. I never said I did a ride and somebody reported me, or I did a ride and it wasn't a good ride and I tried to convert a ride and somebody was mad about me convert. I never said that in the video. So people played themselves, because in the video, I said a hater said they was going to call Lyft on me, and they really did. I said the answer in the video already. I don't bullshit nobody. I don't got to lie to nobody. I told everybody the whole truth in the video. People played themselves when they started making up shit in their head. When I sat and clearly told them, a hater called in, I had to block him from my fucking channel. He said he's going to call Lyft on me because I be converting rides and shit. I said, call, knock yourself the fuck out. And he called. And everybody's like, no, it was a rider. It wasn't no hater, Jeff. It was a rider. If it was a rider, I wouldn't be reactivated within a few fucking minutes of me making the phone call. My phone call ended at 7:30 in the morning. I was reactivated by 7:44. So that lets you know right there, if it was a true rider, wouldn't I still be deactivated? No. And I gave everybody the answer. And even when I gave them the answer, they still stayed hater. He lying. It was a rider. He lying. I know it was a rider. I told y'all in the video, I don't drive Lyft. Y'all think I do because I post Lyft fucking videos. I do private rides. I told everybody to answer. So for all these fucking buzzers that are mad They need to be mad at themselves because they didn't listen. Be mad because y'all flock of fucking buzzers was hyping each other up. I gave y'all the whole answer. Go back and listen to the video. I told everything in the video. I didn't have to bullshit nobody. Didn't bullshit a single person. They was bullshitting each other. They all made each other hype on some shit that didn't even happen. Ooh, a rider got him. He got told you he gonna get deactivated, isn't that? How is a rider gonna deactivate me when ain't nobody been in my fucking truck? How? I mean, you got to ask that simple question. How is a rider going to report this guy when he don't even have riders on the app in his truck? All these people are private rides. So a hater really did fucking call on him. I gave y'all the answer. But motherfuckers don't listen, man. They don't listen. They sitting there thinking the whole time, oh yeah, we're going to just make up a bullshit story because we been on his ass to get. They was living in a fucking fantasy. And I didn't even correct them. I didn't correct nobody. I let that video run. I let everybody sound stupid. I didn't correct them the whole time. That's why my video after that shows me going through the video. I'm watching all the comments come in on video. I'm watching the comments. I'm reading the comments. I'm looking at the views skyrocket. I'm seeing the fucking buzzards landing on the page. I'm watching this the whole time. I'm not even deactivated. I'm listening to him talk about how I'm deactivated and I'm never going to be reactivated. And it's about time I got deactivated and I came to this and this and that. And nobody should listen to me because this is how you get deactivated. This is how you get fucked up, this and that. I'm just watching. I mean, that video, I think, let me see something. I'm going to show you what happened that day. Hold up. I'm going to see if I can find that video. I'm going to show you what the haters did for me on that video. And like I said, it wasn't. My channel, like I said, I have a very small channel, and I'm cool with that because that's how I roll, because I talk and I deal with y'all every day. So let me go in here. What was it? Okay, this one, December the 13th, analytics. Oops, let me go backwards real quick. And I dropped that video on December the 13th. Let me go inside of here real quick. December the 13th. And let me go in there. Let me show you what the haters did. So, and this is why I didn't. So this is what the haters did. You guys can see this channel. This is my analytics right here. Like, because I don't post a lot. I don't do a lot of videos because I was working on that transmission. See, normally I make $35 a day. $34 a day, $28, $49. I made $16 a day. This is on YouTube. I made $16 one day on YouTube. The day the haters was on my channel, I made $134. That's all hate views. $134 of hater views. And the day before that, I made $29. The day before that was $16. The day after that, I only made $76 because I made the follow-up video. So I went from making $134 to $76, which is still not the $29, the $16, because the haters made me basically $134 and said the haters made me $200. So the haters gave me $200 for wishing that I would have been deactivated. Because normally I make like $20. Here's 131, here's 128, 16, because I don't post that much. So the haters basically paid me $200 because I let a video run. So I got $200 by posting a video that made them happy. You don't think I'm fucking happy? They paid me $200. My haters gave me $200. I never left the house. All I did was post a video. So I posted a video and I got $200 because the haters running their fucking mouth. You think I'm gonna fuck up my money? Hell no. I knew I was activated, but I'm like, hey man, this is lucrative right here. I know how bad these motherfuckers want me to be deactivated. Let it run. I got $200 off their ass. Like I'm not. Shit. I told you, this is chess. This ain't checkers. These checker brain motherfuckers out there don't know how to play the game. If you want to hate on me, it's going to cost you a little fucking money. Hate on me all you want to. It's going to cost you a little money. I'm going to make sure I get it. So I sit here and like, all right, you know what? You motherfuckers y'all want to be, call me out. Oh yeah, I'm glad his ass got deactivated. I'm so glad he been deserving that shit for so long. I'm surprised he went this long. He lucky. His ass so lucky. He shouldn't be deactivated the day he started doing that shit, this and that. And the whole time I'm just laughing. I'm just laughing like a motherfucker the whole time because I'm watching the views stack. I'm watching the pigeons land. I'm watching the buzzards fucking land. I'm watching everybody get mad. The whole time my YouTube account is going up. I made $200 off that shit. I made $200 off of being deactivated. That's some funny shit. I made $200 because I got deactivated. That's funny shit right there. This Magnus has the best player in the world. Said he's bored with chess now. I might have to go play him. Tell him I'm gonna play him. Tell him get on Uber and get on Lyft and let's play some chess. Me versus him. So I tell you, man, if sometimes you got to understand who your haters are and what your haters' motivations are. My haters are motivated to make sure that I'm broke. My haters are motivated to make sure I'm deactivated. My haters are motivated to make sure I blow my fucking car up. So give a hater what they want every once in a while. Get these motherfuckers something to be happy about. And I get paid for that shit. Get these haters something to be happy about. So I gave them some. You can't tell me based on all those comments. They were happy. All them haters was happy. Who makes haters have a good day? I do. I'm one of the only channels that lets haters have a good day. Because while they were having a good day and they was talking shit about me, YouTube was paying me $200. They was like, Jeff, do another video like this. They running ads like crazy on that shit. They was advertising. They was like, Jeff, this video's good. Make another one. Let these motherfuckers hate on you. Because if I can do $200 a day and I can do that for 30 days straight, that's $6,000 the haters will fucking pay me every month. 6 G's a month the haters will pay me. So I need to find more videos that the haters will like. Because these fucking buzzers, they'll be back. They'll be back. And I just got to find out how to get them back. That's all. I know the 300. We're going to be the 300. We're going to do what we do. But it's like, we're going to always make money in these streets. We're going to always make money with our riders, our clients. We bringing apps online. We doing what we do. We need the haters to help us make some money. How can we get haters involved in our day to pay us? If I can get $200 every single day on my channel from just haters wanting to fuck with me, that's $6,000 a month I can make off these motherfuckers. You don't think I'm figuring that shit out? I ain't deleted a comment and I don't know, maybe, since the day the dude said, I'm going to get you deactivated, I deleted his comment. He says, I'm going to get you deactivated. I should have never deleted it so people can see it. Because somebody would have commented up under that. Yeah, do it, dog, do it, dog. But I deleted it. So I learned from deleting that comment and letting that situation run. Having buzzards is fucking lucrative. Having buzzards is fucking lucrative. And see, that's the thing. This is why YouTubers clickbait. Yeah, a lot of them clickbait. I didn't even have to clickbait nobody. I actually gave these motherfuckers what they wanted. They wanted to see me deactivated. You knew it. They wanted to see me deactivated. So what did I do? I showed them me getting deactivated. One dude said, I'm going to get you deactivated. He was a hater. I said, well, do it then. And he did it. So the hater started this whole chain reaction of my channel doing better. The hater started that shit. I didn't tell him, hey, man, call on me. Somebody call on me to get me deactivated so I can get some content. Somebody call on me. No, I'm just smart enough to realize. I'm smart to realize this motherfucker got me deactivated. And as I'm talking to the people on the phone and doing all this shit on my phone, I'm giving the people what they want. They want to see me deactivated. So I said, I'm deactivated. I had no idea I was reactivated when I scheduled this video to drop. Now, 30 minutes before the video dropped, I knew I was active. But at that point, all the ads were already put on the video. I had already had the fucking chess play in mind. I said, you know what? Let this shit fucking drop. I got deactivated this morning because one of these motherfucking haters got me deactivated. Let it run. Let it run. And they had a great day on my channel. Can't none of those motherfuckers say they didn't have a great day. People was typing whole paragraphs. Motherfuckers I ain't never seen before. Never seen none of these names before. They was typing whole paragraphs. I'm so glad. I'm so sick of your ass talking about cash rides. I'm glad they finally deactivated you. You've been misleading people the whole time, Jeff. Your ass be misleading people. You be telling people to do this, and now you finally got caught. I'm so glad you got fucking caught. And I left all that shit on my page. I left it all. Because they wanted. I'm like, okay, cool. Knock yourself out. Comment. If you a hater, if you a fucking buzzard, you've been buzzing around my page for so long. Knock yourself. I know I could have ran with it for a few weeks. I could have ran with this shit for a few weeks. I could have had this motherfucking video at 20,000 views by now. Hey, y'all, Jeff got deactivated. They got his ass. Finally, they got him. I bet the next time I get deactivated, I bet these motherfuckers, they don't do nothing. I bet they ass sit around going, I don't know, man. Last time he got deactivated, we look stupid. You think we should bite? Should we bite? Should we bite? Should we be buzzers and fly down? Should we go get it? No, don't touch that shit, man. Don't touch that shit. Because this channel is for success. This channel is about how we make money. I just showed you motherfuckers how to make money off of buzzards. I just showed y'all. I didn't even have to tell y'all. I showed y'all how to make money off of buzzards. You give these motherfuckers what they want. You make them smile. You make them happy. You make them high five each other and clap and go to lunch together and shit. And the whole time you make money because you got a hand that they ain't even seen yet. What gig gives you say? The river card. When the river card drops, that's when you win the hand. So I just showed y'all how to make money off of buzzards. If you want to start a YouTube channel and you got a lot of haters, just post some shit you know are going to make them happy. Make sure it's true, though. Make sure it's true. Make sure it's not clickbait. Post some shit that you know is true that people going to hate. Guaranteed, the moment they do that shit, man, they going to eat that shit up. And your channel going to do, you going to make some money on that. What up, Christy? And I tell folks, man, I basically just showed y'all a lucrative play for 2025. If you want to start a YouTube channel, if you want to make some money in a fast way, let your haters eat. Let your haters eat on your channel. Let them eat. Let these motherfucking buzzers come down one day. Because you're going to do well. You're going to do well. Like, y'all motherfuckers want to see some shit? Come on down. Because, see, every time I post success, when I post us making money, when I post us doing well, these fucking buzzers won't land. These buzzers won't come around here. Bro, I had 4,000 views in one day. I ain't had a video like that in a minute. These fucking buzzers was loving that shit. That's 30%. Now, if I go for 10% views, I got 1,200 subs. If I get 10%, that's 1,200 in a day. If each one of my videos do 1,200 views a day, that's good for me. 1,200 views a day. So I can drop 3 videos a day and end up with 3,600 views in one day. But that's 3 videos. I dropped 1 video and got 4,000 views a day off 1 video. So I didn't have to make 3 videos that day. I just made 1. And it gave me 400 more than what I normally get. If I would have dropped 3, because 1 video a day is 1,200 views. That video was what 2,600 views more than I normally get, which is 2 entire videos I didn't have to even fucking make. You can thank the buzzers for that. And I told motherfuckers like that, man, I'm one of those easy people. I play chess. I know what I'm doing. And I tell motherfuckers when I'm out here driving in these streets, I know what I'm doing. These buzzards, they out there, I don't know. He don't know what he's doing. He gonna get y'all deactivated. He gonna get y'all deactivated. Blah, 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 blah. I got deactivated. And what they do? Told you. Look, everybody, come on. Because just think how quick the news spread that I got deactivated. Think of how quick that news spread. You know how buzzards operate. You motherfuckers ain't stupid. You know how buzzards operate. The moment I got deactivated, oh, man, the gig space blew the fuck up. You don't think I noticed that? You don't think I realized that within the first 30 minutes of that video dropping? I'm like, these motherfuckers love this shit. Jeff, but you reactivated. You should let them know. No, I shouldn't. Fuck it. Let them have a good day. Haters deserve a good day too. Let them have a good day. So I let the haters have a good day. I knew I was going to ruin their fucking day. I knew I was going to ruin their day. So the next video I dropped ruined their day. My haters wasn't happy. They went from being happy as hell, elatic. The rideshare space has a sun shining on it because Jeff got deactivated. Everybody was right and Jeff was wrong. And hey, everybody, we all happy as a motherfucker. We finally got him. I knew I was going to ruin their day the next day. I knew it. But that's the chess move I had to make. I was going to kill that video. I said, the moment I drop this video, I'm going to kill that video. Because that's the video that's making good money. Hey, man, you know what? Motherfucker, he's deactivated. I knew he was going to get his ass. Dropped the video, killed it. But the haters is they back to normal again. They pissed off. So I still have a chance to make money off the haters. I just got to figure out some other shit to do. That's all. So I got a video with 29K. Oh, yeah. I just got to figure out some other shit to do. So once I figure out some other shit that's going to, make me look bad, make me look like I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, I'm going to drop that video. Because I know the buzzers is out there waiting on it. I'm going to get these motherfuckers what they want. When I fuck up, another video's going to drop. They don't know if it's going to be like that, though. They don't know. See, the motherfuckers got tricked once. I don't know if I could trick them again. I didn't really trick them. They tricked themselves. They played themselves by not knowing the whole. Even though in that video, I told them everything. Everything I said in that video was true. Not a single bit of clickbait. Everything I said was true. They tricked themselves by making themselves think a rider called on me because they thought I was driving Lyft. That's where they fucked up. They should have listened to me. I told them on the video, I'm not driving Lyft. There's no way somebody could call on me. Why do you think them motherfuckers from 1:26 in the morning I got deactivated? 7:30 I made a phone call. 7:44 I'm reactive. Shit, everybody, get you an attorney, Jeff. I'm like, I don't need one. I'm just laughing at the fucking videos. They're like, get you an attorney, Jeff. Sue him, Jeff. Sue him. I'm just laughing like a motherfucker. I'm like, nah. So I can't wait to drop this other video. The buzzer's gonna be mad. But that's what happens though, man. That's why I tell motherfuckers, and I wanted to let people know, be careful who you listen to online. Because a lot of these fucking buzzards, they don't know what they're talking about. They really don't. They want to pretend because they have a set of car keys and they got the Uber app on their fucking phone that they're all knowledgeable. They're all wise. Listen to me. And half these motherfuckers don't have a YouTube channel because they probably couldn't handle it. Oh, I'm gonna do a YouTube channel. No, it's a lot harder than what you think. But once you get the gist of rejection and the gist of haters, it becomes easy. It becomes easy. Like I said, I'm starting to realize after my couple of years of building this channel up and I knowing how I'm getting views, I know how I'm doing things. I'm figuring out how the algorithm works. I'm figuring out how I get views. I'm figuring out how to, get sponsors, how to get ad revenue. I'm figuring it all out. So I had to let the buzzards come, because if I didn't let the buzzards come, if I would have killed that video and just not let it go, I would only had a 1,200 view video, which is what I dropped. I needed a good banger video, and that was it. The buzzard video was the banger video. The buzzards was out there, man. Oh yeah, oh yeah. This is, man. The buzzards should be busy today with all the crap the apps are pushing. The buzzards is out there. Don't convert none of these rides. You're gonna get deactivated like Jeff if you convert a ride. It's like, yeah, don't do like me. Everybody should just stop doing like him. He got deactivated for that shit. Yeah, exactly. When that video dropped, oh, they was hot. Motherfuckers told me I clickbaited. You clickbaited us. No, you clickbaited yourself, motherfucker. I told you in the video exactly what was going on. You just didn't listen. You already had it in your head. He's gonna get deactivated one day. Soon as I put deactivated in it, told you, he's deactivated. Hell yeah, I told motherfuckers didn't listen to the video. They didn't listen to it. Told you, y'all. Hey, everybody come look. Finally caught his ass, just like we all said. Come look. And those motherfuckers came flock. And I was like, come on down, you idiots. The trap is set. Come on, I got the buzzard trap. The buzzard trap is set. Come on down. Those motherfuckers all came to my channel when they had no idea. The buzzard trap is set, baby. Chess 101. You can move your piece there if you want to, but when you take your hand off the piece and you leave it there, it's my turn. Checkmate, bitches. Checkmate, bitch. And all those motherfuckers sat there like, shit, it's game over. Yeah, it's game over. And guess what? My next video didn't do too well because I'm successful. These motherfuckers don't want to come for success. They want to come see when I lose. I'm telling you, go to that video and you see all these motherfucking names you ain't never seen before. All of them you ain't never seen. You will never see them again. They're fucking buzzards. They come around just trying to do shit. What up, Fair TV? Yeah, they come around trying to say, oh yeah, I can't wait till he get fucked up. I can't wait. Motherfucker, your energy is not necessary around here. We making money. We don't give a fuck about your loser hater energy. We making money and we gonna keep doing it. Aside from the fact that you wish we don't. Like, man, Pigeons United. Exactly. Fucking Buzzard Beaters 2024, baby. We got the championship, man. We won a championship match on their ass. So we're gonna figure out the year. We're gonna end this year on a banger note. The Buzzards is not happy. That's cool. They ain't been happy in a long time anyway. So I knew that the energy, the Buzzard rideshare energy of these motherfuckers floating around all these channels, hating on all these people, the Buzzard energy been fucked up all year. So I had to give them a good day. And that's the way I looked at it. Like, a lot of people don't understand, well, Jeff, why would you do people like that? I let them have a good day. These motherfuckers never have a good day because too many people are making money. They're always bitter when they get on YouTube. They get on YouTube bitter every day about everything. They be on YouTube talking shit about everybody, about everything, doing it. They needed a good day. Let me be that one that gives these buzzards a fucking good day. Let me be that one. Because a lot of YouTubers don't give a fuck about these buzzards. I want to see them happy. I be trying to give them information on how to make more money. I put this shit out there. Hey, man, go make more money. Do this, do that. I try to help them out. But that don't make them happy. So I'm like, what's going to make you motherfuckers happy? Seeing you fail. Okay, cool. If seeing me fail is gonna make you happy, I got a trick for you, motherfucker. I got a treat for you. So I had to help him out. And you can't tell me that day, them fucking buzzards was having a field. They was all over Facebook. They was all over Instagram. They was wherever they was. Hey, man, mic drop got deactivated for that shit. Mic drop got deactivated. They was loving it. You can't tell me them buzzards wasn't having a great. They was texting each other. Hey, man, mic drop got deactivated. I told you, man. I fucking told you. You don't listen to me, man. I told you it was going to get deactivated. I had their ass so fucking happy. I had them so happy. Merry Christmas, buzzards. I had them so happy all day. We ain't had a day on Facebook like that in a long time where even the buzzards was happy. We ain't had a day on YouTube like that in a long time. The buzzards was happy that day. They can't even say that none of them were happy. They weren't upset. For once, they got on YouTube and they smiled. For once, they got on YouTube and they clapped together. They was happy, and it was all on me. I did that. I made those motherfuckers happy. For one day, they all got online and had a great day. Finally, got him. They was laughing and shit. They was on videos putting laughing faces, smiling faces. They was doing, for one day, the happiest person in the world for about 15 seconds was Tristan. I know he probably made content too. I ain't even seen his channel yet. He probably made content on that shit too. But I made all these motherfuckers happy. They can never say that I made all the haters happy the same day I made my supporters happy. Because later that day, I dropped the live stream and I told everybody that I was reactivated on the live. So for one day, I made all these haters happy and I made my supporters happy the same day. There's not a lot of YouTubers that can do that shit. Most YouTubers, they don't even think about the haters. Because I was like, I can make these motherfuckers happy. I could like really put out a video that makes me look like I'm deactivated, even though 30 minutes ago I found out I wasn't. And I'm like, no, fuck it, let that video run. These people deserve a good day. I even said that shit. I said, man, these motherfuckers deserve a good day. They've been hovering around my channel for all this time, being fucking buzzers. They deserve a good day. Fuck them. I want to see their teeth. I want them to smile, laugh, put on laughing faces, clap. I'm gonna let these motherfuckers have a fucking fiesta on my channel. And so they came on my channel. They was having a great time. You can't tell none of them they wasn't. Ask any of them. Was you having a great time when Jeff was deactivated? Oh, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. About time it happened to your ass. I've been telling people not to follow you. I've been telling, man, you making me seem right every day, Jeff. I told everybody that shit was gonna catch up to you. You making me right, Jeff. I told everybody you are not somebody that they should be following because you don't know what you doing. And trust me, I had all these haters happy. They was living their best fucking life on me. But all good things have to come to an end. I knew I was gonna fuck them up. I knew it, but I just couldn't let that shit go. I couldn't let it go. Buzzard poison now available at Petco. Nope, he spoke good on you and Tristan wants to help the barbecue. Sure. Everybody wants to help the barbecue. Everybody. Say rideshare professor. Oh, this is my man. Buzzard poison now available at Petco. And I'm gonna tell y'all something. The professor video, it was all buzzards on his video. He had all buzzards dropping on his video, and he stood his ground. He said on his video, I think all you guys are wrong. You don't understand Jeff. You don't know what he's doing. I think you guys are wrong. Go to his video. Watch his live stream of him saying what happened to me when I got deactivated. He said, I don't think you guys understand what happened. Jeff can fight this because I know what he's doing. I know how he's driving. And they were attacking me on his live stream. They was like, and he was reading some of their comments. They was attacking me. He stood his ground and says, no, you guys are wrong. You guys are wrong. I don't think you understood what really happened. And they just knew they knew what happened. They was on my ass tight. Them buzzers was talking all shit. And Professor not once broke and said, y'all right. Not once did he break. He sat on his live stream the whole time and said, y'all don't get it. Y'all just don't get it. Like, he understands what an independent contractor is. He understands how the rideshare game is. You guys don't get it. And like I said, I took his course. So if I took his course and I listened to what he was saying and how he was saying it and how that interwrapped into the legislation we have here in Nevada, then you take the terms of services from the apps. He gave you a nugget. I'm going to tell you, if you are not listening to everything that we're saying about you being an independent contractor, you taking the terms of service, you look at all these court cases that are deeming these terms of services void or voidable. I did a video on void and voidable, looking at the laws in your state. If you are not paying attention to all these chess pieces, these are all chess pieces. A lot of these motherfuckers are playing checkers. They're playing checkers. And the rideshare professor, Torsten, was sitting up there telling them, you guys need to stop playing checkers. This is a chess match. He talks chess on his channel all the time. He talks chess all the time. And these people brains don't even grasp it. They don't even grasp it. He gave you the initial chess piece. He gave you your, he said, take my course. That's your first chess piece. You're not playing checkers no more. You're done playing checkers. Take my course, get your first chess piece. We're going to give you more chess pieces. Watch these videos. Get you another chess piece. Are you seeing the board come together now? Are you seeing the board coming? Okay, cool. Now we're going to give you another chess piece. A lawsuit just happened with Uber and Lyft. We're giving you another chess. Oh, legislation just passed over here. Here's another chess piece. Are you putting your chess match together? Because once you get all these chess pieces put together, what do? Now you know how to move. Now you know how to move. Watch his live stream. And he said, I know how Jeff moves. I think you guys are wrong. He said it. He said, I didn't even talk to him before that. He had no idea I was reactivated. No idea. All he knew, he saw the same thing everybody else saw, that I was deactivated. That's all he saw. But he says, you know what? I know how he moves. There's a trick up his sleeve. He said, I know how he moves. I know how he moves. He said, so what you guys are all saying, I don't really think you're paying attention to what he's doing with how he does his rides. You're not paying attention. I'm telling you, man, there's channels out there that are giving y'all the nuggets of how to do it. Professor was the original. I can't even say one of. I think he was the original when it comes to talking about doing private rides, getting your chauffeur's license, knowing how to go out and get a client base. He was not one of the first. He was the first. Take one of out there. He was the first to talk about how to go out there and generate a client base. Why is he talking about generating a client base? Because he knows the game of rideshare. He knows ride service. That's why he's talking about it. But y'all not paying attention to that chess piece. You're stuck in Uber and Lyft brain. You're sitting there in Uber and Lyft brain, and you're like, Oh, okay. Say, Jeff, send me a code and I will set up 10 codes for Christmas. Merry Christmas, drivers. Moves like Jagger. Oh, yeah. Making moves like Jagger. Hold up. I don't know how to do that. Send me a code. You mean the invite link for the video? How do we do a code? Send me a code and I will set up 10 codes for Christmas. Merry Christmas, drivers. We have every right to set up for future rides for ourselves. We're independent contractors. And they're not, a lot of these, you got to understand, Professor, a lot of them don't read like law. And we spit law, we say law, but reading the law, email me one you make up. Okay, cool. Will do. Set it up. I guess, I don't know. Like I'll email you one. Okay, I'll email you one. All right. I'll email you a code. I'll email you one. Bet. Let me do it right now. Can I tell it to you or do I have to email it to you? I'll email it. Let's email it while I got you on here real quick. I'll send it out. Let's see. Let me see if I can compose this. Let's hear. Come on, thing. It's moving super slow. Come on, thing. Come on. Oh, there we go. All right, there we go. That's funny. I just sent it to you. That's funny. I just sent it to you. That's good. And that's the thing, man. I'm telling y'all, there's a reason when they email me and I'll let you know. Okay, cool. I just emailed it to you. I just emailed it. So when I watched his live stream and I was watching it, I was laughing. The whole time because everybody was saying, and you was like, you know what? You guys don't watch his channel. You listen to what Jeff's doing, but you don't watch his channel. I'm telling you right now, it's not what you think it is. This is not how it's going down. It's not how it's going down because you have probably dealt with, just think of all of the of the deactivations you've gotten over the entire life of you guys getting people reactivated, and you seeing how I drive, all of the different apps we use, all of the different processes we use, the way we use cards and everything, and you knew that the way I was doing it wasn't how people were thinking, because they thought, oh, he's going up and he's doing this. I have a couple of videos that show what I was doing. Only a couple that show what I was doing. Not a lot of them, only a couple. So when I hear people talk about how they trying to do conversions, how they do private rides, I go, yeah. I'm like, that's kind of sketch, man. I wouldn't do it like that. That's kind of sketch, because there is a way to do it. There is a way. And the apps tell you that way. Like I said, if you're not used to reading legal documents, when you read the terms of service, when you read all the legal cases that happen, when you read the state laws and the city laws of how you can do rideshare and livery services, when you read insurances, I mean, it's almost like they're giving everybody the blueprint. Even when they did the news interview, and I did a review of the news interview they did down south, when they were like, oh yeah, you can't come to the airport and do cash rides unless you've got insurance, unless you've got, the license, the news gave everybody the nuggets. The news interview was giving y'all the nuggets. They was giving y'all chess pieces in that news interview. They were like, they can't do airport conversions here unless you've got a certificate, unless you've got the regulations and permits, unless you've got the insurance. They were telling you the playbook. But unless you were jotting down that shit with a piece of paper, it went right over your head. It went right over your head. So while I'm hearing the news talk about it, I'm jotting shit down. I'm looking up livery. I'm looking up Arizona shit. I'm looking up everything. I'm looking up everything that the news is saying. And I'm thinking, Professor gives you all the right tools for marketing, all the right tools to get yourself out there. Like I said, he said he's a good marketer. He's giving you all the tools for it, but he's telling you, you're going to have to do some footwork. If you want to be a business owner, your own independent business owner, you got to do some footwork too. Nobody's going to do this for you. Nobody's going to give you pings like Uber and Lyft. You got to be willing to haul some of this load too. Exactly, Eric, man. He kept it 100. He kept it 100. And like I said, he didn't fall victim. He didn't fall bait with the buzzard. The buzzards didn't bait him. The buzzards were trying to bait him so bad, but he knew, and he was like, I've been doing this for a long time. I've seen people deactivated. I've seen people, reactivated. I've seen people doing private rides and everything. He understands how we're doing it in Arizona, because the laws in Arizona are not the same as laws in every other state. Everybody has different laws. So if Lyft and Uber knows that Arizona's a certain way, New York's a certain way, Miami's a certain way, LA's a certain way, even in Canada's a certain way, they have to abide by our state laws, because we abide by our state laws. The only way that something can happen to me is if I go outside of the bounds of the laws here, the laws, not the TOS, the laws here, because remember, the TOS can end up in court and become a void avoidable contract, because Uber makes it a void avoidable contract. They tell you it's a void avoidable contract in the terms of service, saying Uber may void this contract at any time. That makes it voidable. What makes it void, if you look at my video about void, is if it's illegal in nature. If the contract is illegal in nature, if they say this contract is between me and Torsten for 2 kilos of cocaine, Torsten agrees to give me a ride to the airport. Cocaine is illegal. Therefore, that's a void contract, because it's illegal in nature. But if I say for $50, Torsten agrees to give me a ride to the airport, and Torsten says, well, I'll give you a ride for $50, but I have a right to cancel this if I have a $60 ride. Now that contract is voidable. It's a legal contract, but he has a caveat that says I don't have to do this ride, and you're saying I don't have to do this ride if I get a $60 ride instead of a $50 ride. Makes it voidable. And you know how Uber makes it void and voidable? When they give you a ride, but then they cancel you and give it to another driver. Because if they gave you a ride that you accepted, and you said, I accept to do this ride, and you're driving to this ride, and all of a sudden you get canceled. That's a voidable contract. You can't call Uber and go, hey, I just had a contract, and I accepted this contract, and I was on my way to do this contract, and now the person canceled it. How can they do that? It was a contract. No, it's a voidable contract, which means we have a right to not do this contract. And you agree to that if you agree to the terms of service. Void and voidable. Type in void and voidable on my channel, and you can read what void and voidable means. Torsten already knows all of this. This dude deals with attorneys all day, every day. He already knows all of this stuff. And we're trying to give people chess pieces so you can move in the industry a certain way. I'll have to do a private route. I will set it up and email you. Merry Christmas. Coke in the can legal. Cocaine not legal. Exactly. See, that's a legal term right there. He just did legalese on me. He says, well, coke in the can is legal. Cocaine not legal. See, that's legalese. You can give me some coke, but not cocaine. See, he knows the legal ramifications of one way and not the other. That's what he's quick. He's quick. But for a lot of people out there, you guys, all right, see you, Drew. You be out there, brother. Be out there, brother. Yeah, I'm gonna end this live stream in a minute, anyways. But yeah, he's gonna let me know when he's gonna set up this he's gonna set up the code for people to actually get his course. He's giving away 10 courses for Christmas. And I'm telling people, man, if you do not have your chess pieces in a row, if you do not have your ducks in a row when you get deactivated off of Uber, activated off Lyft, you don't have your clients lined up, you don't have a way to make money as an independent contractor, you're only making money on Uber, you're only making money on Lyft, you are technically making yourself a voluntary employee of two apps. You are volunteering to be their employee, not an independent contractor in your city. There is a way for you to be an independent they call you that. They call, even the news says you guys are independent contractors. You guys are operating under Uber and Lyft's licensing. Well, everybody in Nevada, and if you drive in Las Vegas, you've got Clark County licensing and you got state of Nevada licensing. You are a business. In Nevada, if you go and you get a haircutting license to cut hair, you are a business owner. You can get a business card saying, I cut hair. Here's my business license number. I cut hair. Now you can get the insurances. You can go rent the business space. You can do whatever you want to do with that. But first, you got to get the business license. Once you get the business license, that's your first chess piece. We've been putting chess pieces out there all year long. We've been putting chess, and these fucking buzzards, they don't even get it. They don't even get it. They want to sit there. Oh, well, you can't do this. You can't do that. You can't do this. I'm like, what game are you playing? Checkers or are you playing chess? Because I think we got two different boards in front of us. Everything you saying sounds like checkers. Everything you saying sounds like checkers. Because you stuck on the TOS. The TOS is a chess piece. It's not the whole game. The TOS is a chess piece that they use against drivers that don't know better. That's why that TOS ends up in court. And what do they do in court? They say, you owe restitution. If you made people abide by this TOS, then you owe restitution because you are harming drivers who are independent contractors with your TOS language. Your TOS language is illegal. So how could you say the TOS is the game you plan, but the court saying the TOS is not a legal document? It's giving people restitution because there's illegal ramifications in it that they're settling in court for. This is how stupid the man. They don't even get it. They don't even get it. Exactly. The castle doctrine. Yep. Man, I'm telling you, King Jordan, I seen Professor video. He was definitely standing ground. They was coming for you, Jeff. Exactly. When I saw that, that made me proud. Because it shows me that he knows more about this rideshare game than all of these fucking buzzards combined. And they don't even listen to him. He was telling them exactly, and he's telling them the truth. Just like in my video, I told everybody the truth. Professor is telling everybody the truth, but you have these fucking buzzards hovering around all of our rideshare channels. You got these fucking buzzards, and they're waiting to pounce at any fucking minute. And he's trying to teach people not to be a buzzard, to just listen to what I'm saying, because I have attorneys that deal with deactivations and reactivations. I have people who are reactivated because Uber and Lyft did them dirty. They shouldn't have never been deactivated. You guys are not listening to what Jeff is saying. He was saying that the whole video. And these fucking buzzards really thought they knew shit. And I let them. And I let them think they knew shit. Because it helped the professor video as well as it helped mine. And professor's video helped my video because he was sending all the buzzards to my channel. Them buzzards was coming. They was coming from his channel. It was like, oh shit, Jeff deactivated. Ooh, I'm gonna go talk shit. Finally happened to you, you raggedy motherfucker. I knew he's gonna get deactivated. He was sending all buzzards to my channel. And he was like, I'm telling y'all barking up the wrong tree. Y'all barking up the wrong tree. You can try them if you want to, but y'all barking up the wrong tree. And like I said, his video did well, my video did well. And it was thanks to one hater who called me in, not a rider, but a hater, not a rider, because a rider needed to actually get a ride. and I wasn't doing rides. So to be and Professor had it right. You need a timestamp. You need this. You need a lot to report somebody. So for somebody to call and say some shit about me with no report because I'm not driving, which means you can't report on a ride, time, date, none of that shit because I'm not driving. So I don't know what you said to them to get them to deactivate me because, like I said, I was surprised. I was laughing. I was surprised. And I told Lyft, just go look at my account. I got to go make breakfast. You guys look at my account and you'll figure out what happened. I said, this is a hater calling. This ain't. And actually, he hit me up on YouTube saying he was going to get me deactivated. He hit me up on YouTube saying that. And it was like, oh, sorry about that. Sorry for the inconvenience. I was like, oh, no problem. Ain't no, see, it happens. I ain't worried about it. So I told everybody the truth. And they said, no, it was a rider. It was a rider. And the professor was like, no, it wasn't a rider. This is what it was. And he, oh, yeah, well, you don't know. It's about time his ass got deactivated. And the professor's like, you don't get it. Y'all not getting it. Like I said, there's a bunch of checker playing buzzards, man. They all on our channels, really thinking they talking shit. Look at their names. Make sure you realize who these buzzards are and realize they have no idea what the hell they talking about. Because when somebody is giving them the truth in the chess piece right in their hand, they still pick up a fucking checkers piece. That's how simple-minded they are. It's like, bro, we're giving you a bishop. We're giving you a rook. And you picking up a fucking red checker. I'm on some, let's play. Like, no, motherfucker, this ain't checkers. I'm giving you a rook. I'm giving you a bishop. This is a different game. Let's play checkers. Whatever. Slow motherfuckers. He was like, that. I was laughing, man. I was laughing. And I even commented on the professor's video the day that he dropped it. And I said, you know exactly what you're talking about. I said, this is funny because you know what you're talking. I said, you know exactly what, because you got to remember the time that video dropped that he was saying that, I had already known I was reactivated again. He didn't know. He thought I was still deactivated. Everything he said was textbook. It was all textbook. If you go back and listen to his video, but don't listen to the buzzards, you got a chess piece. If you listen to the buzzards, you got a fucking checker in your hand. And that's why I left a whole bunch of checkers on my fucking video. All these checker playing ass buzzards, I left all they shit on there. Anybody want to play checkers with them? Go fuck with them. Good luck. You ready to get money? You ready to do something? Let's play chess. Let's play chess. This is a game. It's us against the industry. This is the 300. This is the game. And a lot of them wasn't ready for that yet. They wasn't ready for it yet. And that's why they mad as hell and they not coming back to my channel because they lost a chess match. They tucked their tail between their fucking legs and left because they know what they came here for. They came here thinking they're going to checkmate my ass and knock my shit over. Game one, Jeff's deactivated. Game one. Nope. Checkmate. You thought I was out. You left yourself unprotected. Very unprotected. Yeah, Uber and Lyft is about to let tens of millions go. Let millions go for robot buzzers would not be laughing anymore. Oh, yeah. And see, the thing is, we know Waymo is here already taking all the short rides. Waymo is taking all the short rides. This is what, and this is the good part about short rides. Short rides with Surge give you high dollars to miles. I got tons of videos on my channel about it. Tons of videos on my channel about short rides with high dollars to miles. They don't do that no more because we got so many fucking Waymos out here. The Waymos are getting all the short rides. They're making higher profits off the Waymos than they're making off of us. They're selling the Waymos by saying, oh, the Waymos are safer. Drivers aren't as safe as Waymos. Waymos are safer. And they're pushing the shit up. They're not even putting Waymo. They're not even putting drivers as available in certain areas. You could be sitting at Jack in the Box and they show 4 Waymos around, but not you. They're pushing their Waymos. They're getting all their robo-taxi shit going. So all these people with no clients, they're not going to make it in rideshare. They're going to end up back at a W-2, complaining, being a fucking buzzard, mad. Oh, yeah, well, I had to go back to a W-2 because they weren't sending me no more rides no more. We told you that already. If you're not building your business, if you're waiting on Uber and Lyft, who are going driverless to send you rides all the time, you waiting on your slow death. You just putting nails in your own coffin every day. Every day you're doing rides, you're not trying to build your client base. You're putting nails in your own coffin. When they go driverless, they're taking about all the short rides that don't need highway. You're going to get highway rides. That's it. And the highway rides, like I said, I showed a ride today, 34 minutes. 34 minutes of driving, 27 miles for $15. That's the shit left for the desperate people because you're not getting no short rides. We used to do $15 for like 2-3 miles. $15 for 2 and 3 miles. But now that's what Waymo is getting those. Waymo's getting those rides. We're getting $15 to go 27 miles now. 34 minutes down the highway. That's what we get now. These people aren't there playing checkers. They're not even seeing that yet. So what I could do is I could cruise to this person, let this person know it's going to be hard for you to find a ride because they're not paying drivers. They're not paying drivers to go there. It's going to be very hard for you to find a ride. If you're doing this often, you're going to be waiting a lot for a desperate pigeon to come pick you up. Or if you already paying an app $60, I'm charging $50 because I ain't taking 15. You paid 60. I'm willing to take 50. What do we say? Okay, cool. I got this other app you can use and I can put you in there at 60. That's what it is. But these pigeons out here, they wait until they get desperate. They wait until rent's due. They wait until their phone bill is due. Now they want to, I got to take this $15 ride to go 34 minutes. I got to take it. You ain't got to. You force yourself to because you didn't stay out of poverty. You didn't force yourself into poverty. Yep. The people need to go to fair co-op. At least you will own a robo-taxi and food robot. Uber leaves your ass out and drive with Lyft. Yep. And that's the thing. A lot of people don't understand what equity is. Even with PAX, we're talking about equity in something. Everybody's getting equity. If you're a business owner, you need equity. You got to realize a lot of these people out there are employee minded. They're not equity brained. They're employee brained. I want a job. I want a job. I want a job. I want to work. I want a job. I want to work. You ain't getting no benefits. I want a job. I want to work. Do you want equity? No, I want a job. I want to work. Equity is the only thing that pays you. Equity is the only thing that pays you. Work don't pay you. Work uses you. A job uses you. It's just over broke. A job uses you. Equity in something is what you own. Equity pays you. Stock pays you. Bonds pay you. Business assets pay you. You can get paid off of your equity. Employee brain motherfuckers don't get that though. You can sit here and own something and you can use your equity as leverage to get something else. You can get 0% interest loans all day. A 0% interest loan is basically cash. Go look in Japan. Japan has 0% interest bonds. People over in Japan taking 0% interest loans all the time. 0%, because it's like giving somebody cash. Saying, hey, I'm going to give you $1 million because you don't have $1 million. I'm going to give you $1 million and you got to pay it to me over the next 10, 15 years at 0% interest. So it's like I'm giving you $1 million for free because it's 0% interest. But how are you offsetting that loan if you default on a 0% interest loan? You have to have an amount of equity to put up as collateral. This is my collateral, equity in this. So Japan says, okay, so we're not charging you any interest, but if you default on it, we have your equity. That's how we make money on it. A lot of people don't get that. They're employees that's used to walking in the front door and clocking in. So when you start owning something that's making you money, you at a different level of the fucking game now. You've leveled up a little bit. You're like, wait a minute, I own something that makes me money when I'm sleeping. YouTube channels, TikTok channels, Instagram channels. So I'm earning something, equity in something that's growing. I'm sleeping and my YouTube channel's making money as I'm sleeping. Now, what do I turn around and do with the money? I invested into parts. I invested in the tools. I fixed people cars for dirt cheap. Like I said, I did this one lady's struts. I mean, no shop would even touch her car. It was a 2016 Honda Accord. Nobody would even touch that car. I did the car for dirt cheap with the tools I had. So I'm investing my YouTube money into tools to save drivers a ton of fucking money. So everybody wins. I'm taking equity in a channel, getting some of that money. My driving money pays for my life, getting some of my money from YouTube, buying the equipment I need. So when a driver says, hey, Jeff, I need struts. Okay. Hey, Jeff, I need the transmission. Okay. Shop is telling me this much money. I'll charge you this much. So my YouTube money becomes investment money for my garage. So when people think, well, what do you do with the money? Do you go out and drink? Do you go club? Do you go balling and kicking it? No. I reinvest money. I have equity into tools now. I got 2 giant air compressors. I got tons of air hoses. I got tons of tools. I got anything you can fucking dream of. I got tools I've made. And once you got all that equity in something, you use that equity to make money with now. But most of these people, they see themselves as laborers, slaves, work. I want to do something for you to make money. Let me do something for you to make money. Okay, come in tomorrow and enter all this data. You enter all the data. They fire you after you enter all the data. You get paid for that one day and you don't have no more money. You got paid for that one day. You fucked up all the data. They paid you for that day. You're done. You went in and you have no equity. But imagine if you own stock in that company. You went in, you put in data, they fired you, you left, stock went through the roof that day. You're paid. I just showed my $200. I put $200, $250 in Bitcoin. Let me see. I put $250 in Bitcoin, and now it's sitting at $1,028. That's equity. I own Bitcoin, $1,000 worth of Bitcoin, which is 1/10 or 1%, maybe. I don't know what it is. It's 1%. So my Bitcoin is 1% of what the value is. I own 1% of one Bitcoin, basically, because it's at over $100. I own 1% of one Bitcoin. So I own equity. If I own 2%, it will be at 2,000. So what I might do is sell that at 1,000, let it drop a little bit, buy it back, let it rise a little bit, sell it again, and just keep doing that back and forth until I own more Bitcoin. Because I only got 1%. That's it. I got $1,000 of Bitcoin. That's 1%. That's it. I might want to own 2%, double my money. 4%, 4x my money. 5%, 5x my money. It depends on what I want to do with it. But it's equity. Yeah, XRP, yeah. So what you do is you say, I want equity in something that's going to make me money as I'm doing something else. I could be working on cars, saving money for a rideshare driver, saving them money by saying, I'll do the work for you. Don't worry about it. I'll do the work. I'll save you about $600-700 from what you would pay. You can pocket that $600-700, which is about 3-4 days of work. So you got 3-4 days of work you can now pocket now because I'm doing the work for you. And in the meantime, my YouTube channel is in the background making a little money because I can sell all this content to anybody. I could tell somebody, listen, if you want my YouTube channel, because people do it all the time, this is how much I'll sell it for. It's already got a base. It's already got a niche. It's already got videos on it. A lot of them are mechanical videos that don't even show my face. You can add shit to it. And these videos will run forever. You just got to market them. I can market all my videos. I could take a clip of any video I want and put it on TikTok, put it on Instagram, put it on Facebook. And that video today could blow up 20,000 views because somebody could be looking for that video. Out of the millions and millions of people on Facebook, I can just get 10,000 views if I just post a link on and say, hey, man, here's a video of me changing the spark plugs in my Jeep. And I put that in the Jeep platform. That video today could end up with 10,000, 20,000 views. People say, hey, man, I've been looking for a Jeep spark plug video. It could be 230,000 people in that YouTube, in that Facebook group looking for a spark plug change video. I drop it, get 10,000 views in one day, 10,000. And like I said, I normally get about 1,200 a day. But this video has a lot of potential. This channel has a lot of potential. I just don't market it like that because I'm busy doing other shit. When it comes time to market it, I can market it. Jeeps ain't going nowhere. Jeeps ain't going nowhere. I can put my Jeep videos out, my Beamer videos out, my Caddy video. I can put any video out. I just don't do that. YouTube kind of does it in the background for me. But it's always equity in something. If you do something and you feel that it's something that can last forever, we call them evergreens. Jeep spark plug videos, evergreen. Brake videos, evergreen. Thermostat videos, evergreen. They're going to forever be something that somebody's going to need. If you do fad videos, it's a fad. It's going to blow up and it's going to phase out. But you start doing evergreen videos, that's your equity right there. That's your equity in something because you own that content. You own that intellectual property. When you post it, you could sell it to somebody. You could keep it yourself and just let it grow. You can market it or not, whatever. But I tell folks, you can't just sit around and just think you're going to work forever. I'm just going to keep working and keep working and keep working. At some point, your car is going to break down. So when it breaks down and you say, you know, since my car's not running, I'm going to jump on YouTube all day and I'm going to try to help people out. I'm going to do what I can do all day. That's you creating more equity in something. But a lot of these people, they don't get it, man. They don't get it. Start spinning the cord on the table. I know Philly drivers messed up by not merging as one to get the co-op. They just want to push the button and slave for Uber. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I'll turn on my Uber app and laugh some days because I see, like I said, I had to screenshot that $15 to go all the way down to Maricopa. Maricopa is not close to me at all. It's 30 minutes down the highway. That's a highway. 30 minutes in the street is one thing because you got street lights, you got stop signs. 30 minutes in the street is one thing. 30 minutes down a straight highway and you're going like 70, 80 miles an hour, man, that's 30, 40 miles away. It's like, bro, for $15? No, not doing it. Not doing it. It's like, I might do 30 minutes or something like that on the street. 30 minutes on the street could be, let's say, 10 miles because it might take you out through stop signs and everything like that. even going 10 miles at $2-3 a mile, I need between $20 and $30. $20-30 to go 10 miles. That's it. This is going 34 miles, 34 for $15. Nah, I'm cool. I'm cool. People got to look at this shit as a value and say whether or not they want to do this. And I'm one of those people that say, nope, not doing it, not doing it. But no, I appreciate you guys, man. What we got? 3 hours and 50 minutes almost, man. I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. Thank you, people on Facebook. I can see up at the top of the screen, I got some hits up here. Is Kirk Bowman, Jimmy Denson, April Mays, Dalton Walter Fugit, Dalton, that's my boy Dalton out in Vegas, Laurie and Roxy. That's it. That's it. I can see y'all on Facebook clicking on it. And I didn't know I could see that. So I appreciate you guys from Facebook coming in and watching. My man, Kirk Bowman. That's my man from Kirkwood. This is a funny story about Kirk Bowman. Let me tell you this before I get offline. So Kirk Bowman, I think I was advertising in St. Louis. I was in St. Louis at the time. I was in Kirkwood. And Kirk, I think he got my number from somebody because I used to be a mechanic out there. So I was running my mechanic business. I was driving my Escalade around. So Kirk hit me up. Kirk Bowman was like, hey, Jeff, this is Kirk. I was giving your number by, I can't know who gave him the number. So I was like, okay. So he said, yeah, we just want you to come check out our truck, this and that. So I'll come check it out. I think it was a Mercedes. Came over, checked it out and everything. Cool, no problem. We get to chatting and we get to talking and everything. And he's like, hey, man. So we just talking about life. And I'm telling him, my life story. He's telling me his life story. So he's like, yeah. And I was like, yeah, I went to Drake University. I was an accountant. This and that. He says, you went to Drake? I said, yeah, I went to Drake. He says, my wife went to Drake. I said, no way. He says, yeah, my wife went to Drake. So I said, no. So she was in the house. So she comes outside and she's like, yeah, I went to Drake too. So we talk about the years we went to Drake. I think we went to Drake the same. I went from 91 to 95. So it was the same era. Now remember, I just met this dude. I had no idea who he was. He was given my number by somebody else. Didn't know that his wife went to Drake. Didn't know I went to Drake. So we're going back and forth. And I said, yeah, I ran track. She says, oh shit. I knew some people that ran track. Luke, he was like our middle distance and distance runner. Luke had real big super calves, man. Luke was like, he was like the Incredible Hulk before the Incredible Hulk was the Incredible. Luke, he had real big calves. He was like our middle distance runner. So I knew people that she knew in common because I ran track and she knew people on the track team and I'm there to work on their car. So they're in Kirkwood and I went to high school in Kirkwood. So we're sitting there talking life, track, college. We're talking about, and he's an attorney. So Kirk's an attorney. We're talking about laws. I said, man, I took the LSAT, this and they said, oh man, you should have just went and became an attorney. I was like, I don't know, man. That damn LSAT kicked my ass. And I had to go to law school on the East Coast, not the West Coast. And I wasn't giving that up. I was like, I ain't giving up the West Coast. So that was a funny story. Kirk Bowman, that dude right there. I met him just clearly on a whim, and we've been friends ever since. We've been cool ever since. Like I said, I've seen his kids grow and everything like that. Man. So these guys, it's a lot of people out there that I know that the way we are and the way we all like meet each other. Wait a minute, that was Kirk. Yeah, Kirk. So the way we are and the way we meet each other is like almost like the universe is leading us all into the same direction. So I appreciate a lot of these guys that are still rocking with me on Facebook from a long time ago and stuff like that. But, Jimmy Denson, April Mays, all these guys, man, I appreciate you guys. But I'm going to get off this line. Wait, is that Kirk or that's Rusty? I think I was Rusty. I think I just told Rusty's story. But Kirk's an attorney too. But I think I just told Rusty's story. Because I'm looking at the name now, Kirk Bowman. These are all Kirkwood guys. So Kirk Bowman and Rusty. I remember Rusty. So I appreciate you guys, for rocking with me on the live stream and all of that stuff. But man, it's almost 4 hours. We're getting back to what we normally did. All you drivers in Arizona, remember, tomorrow, today is Monday. Is it Monday? I think it's Monday. Yep, Monday. Tuesday, tomorrow, 12:30, we will have PAX over at the rideshare lot at 24th Street. We'll be at 24th Street. So if you want to sign up with PAX or either know more about PAX, make sure you're at the rideshare lot at the airport at Sky Harbor tomorrow, 12:30. And he says he's going to have Red Bull. I don't drink Red Bull. I might take one and mix it with a vodka tomorrow. Who knows? But, man, I appreciate you guys rocking with me on this live stream, man. Kirk Bowman, my God, thank you, my man. Sorry for getting your story mixed up with Rusty because I'm like, that's Rusty in Kirkwood. I know because I know Kirk and Rusty, two Kirkwood people. So I appreciate you guys, man. We end up rocking out tomorrow. I'm gonna see if I can do a live stream tomorrow. I'll do a live stream tomorrow from about 12:15. Because if we're gonna meet at 12:30, I'm gonna start at about 12:15. I'll try to jump on at 12:15, and we're gonna see how many drivers show up tomorrow. See if we can get these apps up and running, man, in Arizona, because we gotta have something to fight Uber and Lyft for. Because if they want to do away with us, that's cool. We'll kick back and we'll still take care of our community. That's what we're gonna do. So appreciate all y'all on Facebook for joining in, listening, watching it. You too, Tracy. Have a great day, lady. So all you people on Facebook that are checking it out, I'll be over to check your comments out later today. Right now, I gotta go grab me some lunch. It's 2:21. There's stuff I gotta do. I've been online for 4 hours. Man, thank you. God bless you too, brother. I'll be seeing you guys in the comments with the buzzards.